You could say that.
But I can't sit here saying he's going to be the last Hall of Fame running back. No. Not after the Cowboys turn Ashton Genty into a star.
That's true.
They're not going to take him. Like, come on. We know they're not going to take him.
Well,
the year that we
Chris,
thought
that's the one thing. For as bad as dumb as the moves that we make, we draft extremely well, and there's no argument there. Like,
I know, but like the sexy pick that everyone wants them to make, they don't do it.
We make the right pick.
What else, Chris?
I shouldn't even say we, because this could be the last year of my contract.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Oh, man.
You're all in?
I might be all out.
Oh, boy.
I don't have the patience for this anymore.
This
Rich.
guy. Carl Anthony
With the Cowboys
Towns.
or us?
The Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Cat's beating it out of him.
Yeah. Just wait for Arch.
Sweet Cat.
Just wait for Arch.
Sweet Cat with his big smile, his $1 million smile.
When Arch Manning puts me on a boat,
Okay.
I think it's just time to be honest with ourselves when we look back at Super Bowl 59.
Yeah.
The Bills or Ravens would have put up a better game against the Eagles. It would have been a better game.
One would think the Ravens' running attack would have been a heck of a... And that both running attacks would have been better.
Yeah.
James Cook and Derrick Henry would have had a lot more... Yes, and Allen.
And Josh.
Yes. So you've got to sit there and think that.
Matchups, right, Chris? Like matchups.
Yeah, matchups. Josh Allen, the 2 top MVPs. Would those guys have had literally the worst game of their career on Sunday, like Patrick Mahomes did?
I just think the way the Eagles showed up, man, are either of these offensive lines, capable of having a better day? Sure. I mean, but they got run over, man.
Couldn't get much
they
worse.
got run over.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, they got run over. I think the Eagles would have won regardless, but you'd have to sit here and think we would have gotten a better game.
Wouldn't have been what was it? 24-0 halftime. 27. What was it at halftime?
It was 24-0, wasn't it?
It was
27.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
At halftime, it was.
It felt like it. I mean, it was a lot to a little, obviously. But.
Yeah, at halftime it was 24-0. 24 dot.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better than 24 dot.
For sure.
Eagles are still. I'm not going to sit here and say one of these teams would have won. I can't do that.
Yeah, on that day, man.
But I can't call this an overreaction. What else, Chris?
We talk about windows and all this stuff, and front doors and back rooms and penthouse, like Mike. The Chiefs championship window isn't all the way closed.
Stop it.
But it's close.
Stop it.
But it's close.
Stop it.
It's close.
They were the first
free agency
back-to-back
guys who are going to retire. Andy Reid is getting older.
First back-to-back champions to win 15 regular season games.
Ever.
First back-to-back champions to make it to the Super Bowl. And we're just saying, you know what?
It's done.
They suck.
Yeah. They lost 2 games all year, and they're
Kelsey's old. This guy's toast. Andy Reid's lost it.
Mahomes is fugazi.
Spags has been figured out. Come on.
Sometimes all it takes is one game.
I got it. Sometimes all it takes is one game
to realize
to now get the flame turned on in a even brighter way.
Well, because the other teams aren't going to try to get better this offseason?
It's not all the way closed, but it's close. Get out of here.
I love Brockman.
You got another one over there?
Hey, what's up to everybody in the comments? I got a few more. The league needs to fix the onside kick rule to allow for surprises, or we got to add a 4th and whatever play. Because it would have made the Super Bowl a little bit better if the Chiefs could have onside kicked in the third quarter when they're down 34-0.
They were not allowed to.
Like, what are we doing?
I know.
If we had a 4th and 15 play when it's 34-6, they would have been a little bit more interesting.
I'm with you.
Agreed.
I understand this. The only issue with a 4th and whatever play is what is the whatever, and what happens when invariably there's going to be a defensive hold, a defensive penalty. Then all of a sudden you're going to award someone the football because somebody grabbed.
You know what? Why not? Don't penalize. Don't get caught holding. Don't get caught doing dumb stuff.
I understand that, but it's not going to be an what are you going to give an automatic first down on a play that you must have? I don't know I don't know what the fix is.
Don't commit a penalty. That's the fix. Don't fumble. Don't commit a penalty.
What else?
If it's 4th and 20, don't hold.
Let's try and sneak one more in here.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be back in the playoffs next year.
I think that's a total overreaction. We need to see where he goes. I'm all for believing that he can have a Brett Favre career, which is first ballot Hall of Fame Packer, goes to the Jets, has an absolutely nightmarish time, even though he would tell you how, I guess he would say how great it was to be in New York last 2 years, time of his life, whatever. Football-wise, total disaster. And then he goes to a third spot and has damn near a Super Bowl run.
Why can't
but I need to see where he's going
first.
first.
Why can't he take the Steelers, or why not the Titans and take Travis Hunter?
Can I see where he goes first?
No, I want you to declare right now.
I will call this an overreaction then. Well done. That's Overreaction Monday on a Tuesday. And that's it for our Tuesday show. Thanks to Dave McMenamin and Albert Breer and Cooper DeJean. We're back to wrap this on the Roku channel in a moment. Navy Federal Credit Union understands the military community and goes above and beyond to help them reach their financial goals. With products like flexible savings and investing options, high-interest certificates that you can add money to anytime during your term, and even access to financial advisors. Plus, online tools to help Navy Federal Credit Union members figure out what savings plans work best for them. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Savings products are insured by NCUA. Investment products are not insured, not obligations of Navy Federal, and may lose value.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Alex got a job. Alex got a job.
I am the newest member of WNCT Channel 9 on your side. I don't start for another month.
From the WNCT studios, this is breaking news.
What time are you on TV?
I'm not on TV.
You're not on TV?
Coming up tonight at 11 o'clock with sports.
Well, who gives a damn, dude?
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Beauty Bar Medi Spa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to fillers, skincare, and more, this is your time to be celebrated. For the month of February, we are featuring our Skin Better Alpha-Rit 30 treatment with 20% savings, a no-downtime treatment, revealing a more radiant, rejuvenated skin. Your lips, but better? Ever curious about lip filler? This is your sign to jump on our exclusive offer for the month. Visit Beauty Bar Medi Spa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Call us or visit beautybarmedispa.com for details. Celebrate you at Beauty Bar Medi Spa.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's President's Day Sale, an event not to be missed with historic deals and monumental savings on hundreds of items in stock, plus plus 6 months special financing. Plus, get a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax or 60 months special financing. Raise your sleep comfort and save up to $600 on select Beauty Rest mattresses. Plus, get 60 months special financing. Save big, save now during the President's Day sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed
Jeff Palumbo, the associate head coach, recruiting coordinator under Cliff Godwin, other side of the infield at third.
You might find Colby over there a little bit. Braxton Trammell is another freshman, switch hitting third baseman. He can also play some left field as well, and obviously Parker Burr works out over there at third base as well. So you got some depth, you got some options, and some versatility. Just kind of depends a little bit on probably where Colby's playing.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Hey, Jared, how much of that cake did you eat yesterday? How much did you eat? Claude Lemieux, he is the brother of this famous hockey player. Pepe Le Pew.
What in the world?
This is why Cliff makes the big bucks. He's the king of Greenville. This is why right here, right?
He's a great communicator.
At the Burlington... I have no idea what the just happened.
Please call in and air your underwear.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, and miserable day outside. Beautiful day in the friendly confines of Pirate Radio. We're here with you on PR927FM.com. Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington, 1250, 930. And we are on Pirate Radio TV, where you can watch us, chime in with what is on your mind, subscribe, like, and also check out the Brian Bailey Show, the Holt Naylor Show, the Parker Bird Show, the Greg Hudson Show, and the Danny Beal Show. All there for you at Pirate Radio TV, plus our pre- and post-game coverage for ECU basketball, baseball, and coming up around the corner, spring football. So we are excited about what's going on in the world of sports. We got basketball tonight at Minges Coliseum. We'll talk ECU and UAB during today's program. Also, a lot of guests to get to, including Coach Mack McCarthy, Mack, myself, and Jared Watkins. Will have our 2025 Pirate Radio NASCAR Fantasy Draft, as the Daytona 500 is coming up on Sunday. We'll do that coming up in hour number 2. Bryce Williams will join us coming up in hour 3, along with B-Man, Brandon Manning. He's fired up for some Pirate baseball. We'll be talking about that coming up later on in the program. Shirley Rhodes is here. Intern Grayson is back. Hey, Grayson. How are you? And good. Intern Will in the house as well. To my left, former East Carolina pitcher, number 45, Danny Beal. Hey, Dan.
Strong side.
And J-Bone out wide left. What's up, Jared? How we doing? How's everybody doing?
Speaking of it, how's everybody doing?
Clemson doing well. Mike Houston to Clemson.
Go Tigers.
Well, he's doing well. Clemson. We'll see.
Okay. All right.
It's a ricochet shot.
The early returns are in. But Mike Houston, do we know exactly what he'll be doing?
Special assistant to something on defense.
Yeah, I just
It's a job. Hey, if I'm him, I'm happy it's a job.
Look who's got a job.
Had a good team.
Yeah, and could go to the playoffs next year.
He could be a part of a team that goes to the playoffs next year. That would be. Pete Thamel kind of worded it funny. He just he left kind of East Carolina in the basement of the entire tweet. It was just Mike Houston, former head coach, blah, 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 James Madison, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, he was at East Carolina the last 6 years.
Yeah, don't pay attention to that.
BT Dubs, ECU head coach. What's up, Bobe? Says Jamie. We got to figure out, is B-O-B-E, Bobe, Bobby? How would you pronounce that? This was a misspelling by Will yesterday, and now we're going to call Jarrett.
Definitely Bobe.
Bobe, a.k.a. Bone.
I prefer Bobe over Bobby.
Okay. A.k.a. Boner. Shout out to Mark, who got Jarrett a cookie cake that said Boner on it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It was a delicious cookie cake.
It was.
But
it was great.
I can only imagine how strange it must have been to ask that woman.
I know. I never would have done that.
I would have told him to get the hell out of my store.
I know. It's like an Impractical Jokers situation.
Tell him to put Boner on it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. But the friendly people at Food Line will put whatever you say on a cake, apparently.
Shout out. Whatever?
Go test them out. All right, real quick, Steve Hill says, "Hey yo,
hey yo."
Jamie says, "Hey now,
hey now,
Baba Booey, Tata Tutti." Pike liked the stream and is looking forward to ECU baseball opening day. Jamie said, "Uh-oh, Steve Smith and Cam are fighting. Not sure if Cam can still be a Panthers fan favorite." Chandler was frustrated with Cam yesterday. Where is Chandler today? Could not tell you. But hoping he is out there making sales because he is a
Chandler's
salesman.
Boondoggling all day.
We've got another troll account. This time it's Zach Kaplan's hairline. Chandler is my best friend, he says. Is this the same one that I blocked the, at least from my feed, the clip, what was it? Clip smells like feet?
Yeah. And
cigarettes and feet or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't kind.
No, not at all. And we choose love around here. We stop the hate.
Yeah, we ended racism.
It's not even in the end zone anymore. It's not even a thing.
We and the NFL ended racism. And now we choose love and stop the hate.
Snoop Dogg and Tom Brady also stopped hate.
And for our halftime show, we'll bring on the most popular diss track of all time because we're choosing love.
Say Drake.
Brad says we're doing it live. Throwback to
Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly. Yeah, we used to play that a lot back in the day. All right, what is on the docket for today? East Carolina basketball in Minges Coliseum tonight, taking on UAB. Pirates win it in tight fashion over UTSA. Shirley, can we hear the C.J. Walker shot again, please?
Walker comes out. Here he is with the ball. 6 seconds. Walker spins, shoots, scores with 4.3 to go. Inbounds. UTSA not calling timeout for the win. No.
As say you had ECU minus 2.5, there was time left on that clock. Should have been time to get an inbound and a foul. I don't know how they didn't put time on the clock. They were just like, we're leaving.
Basketball's miserable.
I swear that ball hit the ground when there was time on the clock.
Yeah,
out of bounds.
Most of the time they just run it at the end.
What?
Maybe not like the.
I feel like they go to the monitors. They break out their magnifying glasses.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know, and that's the problem. You're acting like you know, but you don't.
I mean,
know.
I've been to Minges.
Hey, it's not your birthday anymore, pal. I don't have to be nice to you.
That's a good point.
Shirley, can you play the other basketball clip we played yesterday for Danny? He hadn't heard it yet.
Bonnie Eagle Scots. And he's done it! 1.3 to go! Baseball pass! Davies has one, has a chance! Are you kidding me? Will Davies! They're going to count it!
What was that, like an NAIA Iowa Western game or something like that?
It might have been high school.
Nobody gives a crap bowl?
But yesterday we were saying, like, the color analyst basically pushed the play-by-play guy out of the way and said, I got this. Oh, you got it.
There's a chance.
Hit it again, Shirley, because that guy comes just out of nowhere strong.
Bonnie Eagle Scots. And he's done it! 1.3 to go!
All right, it's my
Baseball
time now.
Patch. Davies has one, has a chance. Doctor, are you kidding me? Will Davis. They're going to count it. They're going to count it.
Oh, by the way, it was way after. Have you seen the TikTok? Mark shared it. It was way after the light flashed on the
he shouldn't have
backboard.
counted?
No. They're gonna count it. Oh, doctor. Good stuff. Jamie says Cardiac Pirates 3 games won on last second shots this year. RJ hit one at the buzzer.
Wichita.
Mm-hmm. Yas.
Yeah, and then
who else we got? Remind me, Jamie.
Those are 2 teams I hope never win another game in any sport ever.
Name those teams.
UTSA
Was it-
and Wichita State.
Why is that?
It was the Temple game here. I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to remember what happened.
Wasn't there like a half quarter? Maybe it was like at the half or something like that.
I don't know.
Maybe I have that wrong.
Bobby P. won
I
last
was
year,
too
though.
preoccupied with the fight going on, or almost fight going on in 213.
Yeah.
That was a fun night.
I just hate UTSA. I don't really hate Wichita State that much. I just hate UTSA.
I hate Temple.
I mean,
hey, who do you hate? There's a good, or choosing love, but who do you hate? That's a good topic for today.
In our conference?
Just in sports. Who are the most hated team? Who's the most hated team in the NFL right now? I guess it's the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
I hate Brandon Jacobs.
The running back for the Giants?
Yeah, it's kind of random, but I really don't like Brandon Jacobs.
Did he do good against the Patriots?
Yep.
Okay.
I used to not like Tom Brady, but now I love Tom Brady.
How can you not?
So my wife the other night said something shocking to me. Her and my daughter don't watch a lot of football. She said, you know what? Tom Brady does a good job. I was like, really? That's kind of a hot take. Not a lot of people think he does a good job, but she said he was calling out players, or that was her perspective of it, that he was not afraid to say if somebody did something bad or something. But she thought he did a good job. That was the first time she had listened to him.
That was probably the first time I've listened to him for a full game, because I'm normally just watching it in a public setting, and I liked it. Like, I did not have a problem with it.
Now, is Greg Olsen better? Yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you give Brady like 3 years, I think he'll be pretty good. He's got to get warm. Like this is his first year doing this.
Now, will he be doing it in the future?
No. He'll be doing it next year, but I think
it's like Romo. Everybody hated Romo at the beginning too.
I feel like everybody has gone on a Romo coaster because now people don't like Romo.
Again, yeah.
I like Romo.
I liked it when he was literally calling the plays. That was so much fun.
I like that he's genuinely like excited about the game.
My homie.
I like that. Also, people were freaking out about the score bug.
I don't care.
Was that
for
an
it, but
overreaction? Like people just trying to find something to bitch about?
It's not good, but I mean, like, I'm not focused on the scorebook.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it periodically, like, all right, cool, here we are. There's the quarterback stats. Bang.
Yeah.
Want to hear something funny? We were sitting at the. This has nothing to do with the scorebook. I just remember this because Jarrett brought up Tom Brady. By the way, I saw your tweet about you rewatching the Christmas game from last year. I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that, because there was a weekend, like probably 2 weekends ago. No, it was after the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
I went to bed and rewatched the 2018 AFC Championship game when Patriots beat Kansas City.
Before you get to your point, can I say something?
You get to your point first before I get to my point. Yeah.
I asked Dixon Williams how many times he's watched his home run off Burns, because like us
I heard that question yesterday.
jock sniffers, like we like to watch old stuff. Like, do you athletes, like, do you watch your old ECU games or big strikeouts or anything?
I don't really much anymore. I used to when I was playing, because it'd be like a highlight tape. It's like a form of like mental game that we used.
Yeah.
But not really anymore. Sometimes if it pops up, but I'm not like going through my old stuff being like reliving the glory days.
I would if I were you. Carry on.
Well, do you watch your old stuff?
Yeah, that me and Chandler's one-on-one game I watch.
But if you're like, I had a good segment or a good bit on the show, like
if I
from
made
2 years ago, like, let me look that up.
Yeah, if people like belly laugh, I'm like, man, let me watch.
God, that was a good
let me
one.
watch my magic right here. Look what I just did. All right, Danny, the floor is yours.
We were getting ready to watch the Super Bowl, and the Fox crew was on the field getting ready, and Carter's girlfriend Kenzie goes, "Is that Gronk?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Why is he on the set?" And I'm like, "I mean, he works for Fox." She's like, Is he not still playing for the Patriots? I was like, well,
we landed on the moon.
It's been 6 years since he played for the Patriots, nonetheless, since he played football. So, no, it's not.
Oh, yeah, because he went to the Bucks after the Pats.
Caught a touchdown in the Bucks Super Bowl.
Man, now I know what it's like getting old because it's really been 6 years. Like, that's crazy to me.
It was Riley brought it up we talked about it on the podcast. Oh, sorry. I'll promote that later.
You will talk about it on the podcast?
We did.
Is it out, available?
No, not available, but it is releasing.
Right.
It's been 9 years since I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's been 6 years since I graduated high school. Like, it's
crazy, dude.
Mind-boggling to me.
9 years since I was a freshman in high school.
A freshman when the world was all ahead of you, Danny. Before you had been beaten down and battered.
No kidding.
Hey, let's go out to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Didn't know if this guy was going to be able to join us today. The Mully Man's here. What's up, Mully?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. You doing all right?
Yeah. Playing through pain, but we're okay.
Good. Good to hear. We got DB here. We got J-Bone. We got the whole crew. What are we talking about? We're just kind of spitballing here. It's a little Super Bowl recap. We haven't really talked about the game at all because it's not worth talking about.
It's
just kind of
form of BS and you can find
things surrounding the game. Molly, did you enjoy the presentation, the
halftime show?
Didn't bring that up.
I know you are a big Kendrick Lamar guy, Molly.
Yeah. How'd you feel about it all, Molly?
Well, and okay, DB. So you give me a little more credit. Like I'll be honest with you. I'm surrounded by my three sons. So we still have an air of relevance about what we consume at the house. So anyway, they kind of talked me through what was going on to a point, and actually I went back and watched it again just to kind of review the tape. I'll be honest with you, it didn't mean a whole lot to me one way or the other. It quite frankly still doesn't. But I think all this stuff is so generational. I think where they missed the boat is, as far as the halftime show goes, let's just have a little something for everybody. And I'm not saying you roll Kendrick Lamar and Reba McEntire. That'd be tough. But, you could have had a little Lil Wayne. He's a New Orleans guy, right? There's some things that they could have done that could have made it a little bit more relevant to us in the middle to older demographic.
I like that Mully treats every situation like a coach. What do you think of the halftime show? I'm going to have to review the tape. I'll get back with you.
He really is Coach Mike Mullis. He really is.
The game sucked, Mully, I guess, unless you're a scumbag Philly fan. But it got out of control there.
Yeah, and I don't know that I've ever seen a reputation get so quickly tarnished as that of Patrick Mahomes. But when all of a sudden he's getting the Bryce Young comparisons, and that being Bryce Young at the beginning of the year, not the improved Bryce Young, but people comparing him to that version of Bryce Young that was, basically seeing shadows. And I think it all merits some truth. It's going to be really interesting, in my opinion, to see if the psyche of that team, where they are, because they know that season was a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's going to be interesting to see from a psyche standpoint where they are next year and kind of I know it's just a loss, but this one feels like way more than just a loss. This feels like a piercing of the entirety of the bubble that is the Chiefs and Mahomes and Kelsey and whatever. And by the way, dude, I'm so done with the Kelseys. Like, it is beyond fatigue at this point.
Danny, I gave up on Tom Brady 3 or 4 times probably during his career.
Giving up in terms of
like dead arm, like he don't have it anymore.
Oh, like over
Patriots
the hill kind of thing,
lose.
like the Max Kellerman tape?
It's over. Yep. And like he won like 7 years after that. So like I think Mahomes can bounce back. Chiefs as a whole, maybe the dynasty, quote unquote, could be over, but I think they'll bounce back just fine next year.
They'll be good. It was funny, the tweets that were like, this is what would have happened. This is the Mahomes we would have seen had the Bears drafted him, or like tweets like that where it's like, this is how bad he
with no offensive line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he'll be fine, dude. I've seen this before. They'll be back. I was honestly not far from like live betting them on Sunday, being like, hey, if they could come back.
No, Zach Kaplan did it like 18 times.
That's a bit much, but that they're gonna come back.
I was just like, maybe
I've seen this movie before.
Maybe lay off a little bit. He's like, no.
Yeah. Again, as an Eagles hater, Mully, they were hitting. Like, they had some hits on Mahomes that felt like I was watching, like, NFL films from the 80s.
Jalen Carter punched him in the face.
It was awesome. I mean, I love that.
You know, I'm going to tell you, I don't think it's a physical skill set for Patrick Mahomes. Honestly, I think the whole Taylor Swift, the stardom piece of it, it just feels like it's such a distraction, and it felt like he was gravely underprepared. It's not that he's lesser of an athlete or not the same player. That doesn't happen that quick. But from a preparation standpoint, did he take for granted that or ever have the thought in his brain that, you know, the Eagles aren't a real tough crowd. They're not a tough – I mean, dude, their whole deal is black and blue, like bust you in the mouth football, and then Saquon Barkley runs it down your throat, and Jalen Hurts just does what he needs to do. That's kind of their deal. It just seemed like it seemed like he was prepared for a team that they weren't playing.
Mike Mullis joining us on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. We heard a lot going into it. Vic Fangio versus Steve Spagnuolo, and Advantage Fangio. I mean, they were just amazing defensively.
How about the offensive staff for Kansas City? Like, running the ball 11 times the entire game. Mahomes ran it 4 times. So, I mean, some of that was off-script stuff.
Seven design runs.
I thought about it as I was watching at some point in the first half. I was like, do they have a first down? I think they got a first down on the first play.
Juju.
And that was their only first down. Like, they never had the ball,
they
really.
Didn't cross midfield to like 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
I mean, yeah, just insane.
But Mahomes' first half QBR was like a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's why, that's one more than us.
It's true. that's saying something.
I mean,
he is like us.
Ain't not like us.
Wow. Anyway.
Jamie says, Kelsey is old. Their O-line was awful. I don't think it was on Mahomes losing this game.
He didn't help. So, yeah.
And, you know, Worthy is a hell of a player.
Great.
But at some point, like, it kind of felt like watching Washington where you've got a good quarterback, but you don't have, like, major weapons. Yeah, and Kelsey's lost a step.
I mean, they got Juju, whose knee sucks. D-Hop is old. Rashee Rice is hurt.
That's what I'm saying. You got to remember, Rashee Rice.
Hollywood is kind of inconsistent, right?
Butterfinger.
And Worthy is a speedster they can go to. But, like, yeah, it almost feels like that, like Mully said, you just kind of take for granted Reed and Mahomes are going to win no matter what. And as Kenny Curling says, he was running for his life on Sunday. All right, Mully, we got baseball coming up. Let's knock out a few more minutes here with Mully. Let's keep it right here. How about Norby? And we'll talk to Danny about this too. Ethan Norby goes from, all right, he's our Danny Beal this year. We're going to use him a lot out of the pen. We need some veteran leadership in the pen, even though he's only a sophomore, but a guy that's been there before. You know what? Nick's that. He's our Friday starter. What do you think about that, Mully, going into the year?
Well, I mean, it's obvious it was out there playing, and even to the point where you announced the weekend rotation and Sunday's TBA. I mean, there's obviously some lingering injuries and things, hadn't quite lined up the way that it even looked like they were going to line up going into not this past weekend, but the weekend before Towers went down. But you got the analog, and I maybe butchered his last name, the kid from A&M. You've got a couple guys that are just not healthy enough to go in the spots they want them to go opening weekend. You have a luxury like running Norby out there, who has looked great. Velo's up, still works quick. I mean, always had good stuff. He is a Friday night guy, but boy, it'd have been really nice to have him as the Danny Beal, as kind of the security blanket in the bullpen. But it is what it is. You roll him out there, you go with Sean Jenkins, and I mean, Jake's looked good. They've had other guys look good. The freshman arms are impressive. It's just going to be. This is going to be a lot of the conversations probably for the next, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe not quite 4, maybe the next 3 weekends of kind of piecing this thing together to figure out what the puzzle finally looks like.
Danny, everything is so like defined with roles in the majors, and it is the kind of opposite in college, especially at East Carolina. The way Cliff can move around the lineup, change things like that. Is that in a perfect world? Would you rather have a defined role, or did you kind of like just being ready at all times to go out there? Because if you're a position player or even a pitcher at ECU, you got to kind of be ready for anything.
I don't even say I would prefer one of the, because I've never experienced having a defined. Nobody has when they've been here. I mean, obviously Trey and Gavin were like, "Hey, you're throwing on Fridays," but everybody else, it was always a lot of moving pieces. But I think it's cool as a bullpen to be able to know that you could pitch at any given time, at any point in the game, any point in the weekend, any point in the week. But I mean, it's worked well for us in the past. I don't think there's anything wrong with having. If there's one guy that could do it, that could be, hey, by the way, you're throwing on Friday this week, it's Norby. Like, he is so incredibly mature, and I was talking to AK about it, and he threw a bullpen today, and he looked great, and he's kind of in the aspect of he was trying early on to be somebody that he wasn't. He was trying to fill the void that Trey left and that Shank left and Root left, and he wasn't playing like himself. He wasn't having fun, and he got back to competing, and they changed a bunch of stuff with his mechanics, and he's going to be an All-American this year. You can put my stamp on it.
All right, the DB stamp is there. Danny and Mully, I'll start with you. From Cliff Godwin's media appearances, including his appearance on this show yesterday, and from other things you've heard, could Jake Hunter be the TBA guy on Sunday? What do you think, Mully?
I mean, yeah, I would be very surprised if he didn't go. Of course, does Jake Hunter kind of move, if the Pirates get into a tight game early on Friday or Saturday and they want to lock the win down, especially make sure they secure the series, Jake kind of becomes the comfort blanket to me, or at least one of the options in that role. And it's kind of funny, like, yes, in the big leagues, the closer and the starter are kind of fixed deals. But, man, everybody in the middle is going to be so situationally used that there are roles, but every role has an asterisk. So I think to see Jake, I definitely think you'll see him this weekend. He looked really good Sunday. It's going to be. I think that's going to be the fun of a lot of this.
Danny, could we see Hunter Sunday in the first inning, or you think we see him at a different point this weekend?
I think it's in a different capacity necessarily. I think a lot of it depends on, especially in years past, it is honestly who's left. And I think this year more than any other year that I was playing, or even previously to when I got here, we have a lot more options. Like, there's no really way you can go wrong depending on how Friday and Saturday go as to who you start Sunday. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, you've got so much talent on the staff that you could pick anybody, and at the end of the day, they're probably only going to go 3, 4, 5 innings anyway, and then you'll just hand it off to the bullpen depending on, like Mully was saying, the situation of the game. But I mean, it doesn't matter who starts; they'll figure it out, and whether they piece it together like it was in 22 with an inning or two at a time, or they have a guy that opens and goes 3 or 4, 5, whatever it is, they'll find a way.
We need to find that Tyler Smith, Mully, the guy that he's our Sunday starter. He was never an ace here, but he was always better than the other team's third starter, and our bats would get to their third starter, and Smitty would just rack up wins.
Tyler.
We need to find that guy, Mully.
Well, and I will tell you to kind of echo what DB said, and I've said this before off the air to different people that have asked my opinion. I totally agree with Danny that the options are top to bottom the best that I think I've seen in the East Carolina pitching staff. The freshmen are really impressive, but they're really impressive freshmen. So at some point that freshman tag will fall off. There are options, and I'm telling you, if the staff were 100% healthy right now, it would be a sight to behold. Now, offensively, I think we got some things to figure out. There's potential 3 or 4 freshmen in the lineup there, and that's going to create its own set of challenges. So I totally agree with Danny Beal. I think that the pitching staff, there's going to be some numbers that go up on the radar gun out on the scoreboard that are not typical top to bottom of an East Carolina baseball staff.
All right.
Yeah, I've joked with AK. They're going to have the best collegiate trade deadline of anybody in the country. They're going to get 4 pitchers back that are going to be absolute studs. And Mully's right. Yeah. be ready to see some 96 to 98s this weekend, and down the road potentially some triple digits, because we have guys, and like you said, not many guys have done that in the past. Like I didn't throw hard. Shank didn't really throw particularly hard at times. Trey and Gavin were the really two that really chucked it up there. That 5 and above. But they have 3, 4, 5 guys that are touching 98. So you be ready to see some fire on the field for sure.
We got to take a break. Mully got one more ECU question, a MLB question from Jamie, and then we'll let you go. Who is the one new guy you are looking forward to seeing in the batter's box this weekend for ECU? Give me one name.
I'm going to go, man, that's tough. I think the one that's got to click has got to be Boucher. I think that's for him to be your everyday shortstop, we need him to be offensive, and he's got to protect Dixon and Colby, and so I think Boucher's the guy that we need. Freshman Trammell, I love that kid in the batter's box. He is really, really advanced.
All right, Mike Mullis, when will you be on the call for ESPN Plus, Mully?
Friday and Sunday, and I'm prognosticating. I've not been told anything, but I think it's going to be. I would imagine there'll be some shakeup due to the weather, but we will have the Friday and Sunday game as the schedule stands right now.
We shouldn't even really. We should put out the teams we play and just put TBA for every game.
We're due for at least 4 or 5 doubleheaders a year.
Big time. All right. Mully, Jamie says, is it a good move for the Dodgers to have brought back Kershaw for his 18th year? Should they have moved on? They signed him to another year.
I don't know what the numbers are, and that's what makes that deal make sense. That what they paid him, it would be the only way that works. But he's definitely past his prime. But we've seen guys past their prime be really good 4 or 5 starters in Major League Baseball, and sometimes that's where the magic happens.
Is Ohtani pitching this year?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Their rotation's gonna be interesting. It's literally Snell.
Not out of the gate.
Snell.
I don't think Ohtani's going out of the gate, but he's definitely going to pitch.
Snell, Ohtani. You can mix in Kershaw in the back half, but you have Glasnow too, and it's like, dude.
Yamamoto.
Yeah, and the other guy, Roki. Like, it's
that was last year. Never mind.
It's crazy, man. They're gonna have Glasnow, Shohei, Roki, Yamamoto, and Snell, and it's just like, good luck, man.
All right. I'll still take the Braves.
But they lost Clayton McCullough. So what?
That's true.
Oh, big hole.
People don't talk about that.
Big hole at first base. I heard they're not even going to replace him over there. No first base coach this year.
Have a hologram of Clayton McCullough at first base.
Mully, thanks for joining us, man.
Absolutely. Good to talk to you guys.
Looking forward to hearing you and seeing you this weekend. There he is. Absolutely. Mike Mullis on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. He'll be on the ESPN Plus call. Long first segment here. Jamie had somebody had a question.
Who's Jamie?
I think it might have been somebody else. Nope, it was Jamie. When DB watches East Carolina, will it be from the stands, the dugout, or the jungle this year?
I don't know if I'll be in the dugout. I don't think that might be a pregame thing. And I think it'll be with a group of us. I'm not just going to go down there and hang out with everybody. Maybe if they ask me, they're not going to, but if they ask me to or something like that. But I'm going to try to make my rounds. I know Carter and I are going to the game Saturday. We're going to try to get to see you guys in the jungle and maybe have a couple drinks and hang out and see you guys and experience what it's like watching it from the jungle, which is weird. I've watched scrimmages from the stands and stuff this fall, but I haven't watched a full game with the crowd and everybody from the jungle. So we're excited to get out there and see you guys and have a good time. It's going to be weird. It's going to be so weird.
I know, man.
We're excited.
Yeah, that's cool. Hear me out. Danny Beal, bullpen coach.
No. I'll stand there and give them some props, but no.
All right.
No. I will not.
Let's take a break. Long opening segment for you today. We'll be back with more Pirate Radio Live, Hour 1 on a Tuesday after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Life is unpredictable and full of possibilities. Chance by chance, moment by moment, we thrive on fueling epic stories that make each night unforgettable. At Four Loko, we salute those who dare to live in the moment. Four Loko nights should be big, bold, and unexpected. That is why Four Loko pushes the boundaries through product innovation and live events. Four Loko has just introduced new sour flavors, now available. Look for Four Loko at your favorite retailer and at fourloko.com. Make every night unforgettable with Four Loko.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of Barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. DB, J-Bone, Danny, some people may be asking, why, how do you go into a season with an injured starting pitcher? And valid question, but when you think about it, they are arms. They're not robotics. You could injure yourself, warm up, scrimmage, whenever. And you can't just sit a guy for 6 months saying, all right, be ready for this date. You got to warm up, gear up for the season, right? So these things could happen at any point in time. And unfortunately, it happened, I guess, to Ryan Towers.
Riley dislocated his shoulder swatting at a bee last year. So when you talk about literally anything at any time can happen to ruin somebody's weekend or series, it's stuff like that. I was actually, Trey and I, or Carter and I can't remember which one it was. We were watching when Ryan got hurt, and he was obviously not freaking out, but just worried that something bad had happened. And Coach Godwin mentioned yesterday that obviously his stuff came back clean, and it's going to be a little bit of a break just for him to get kind of his arm back under him, and he'll build back up. But it's not for people that haven't played sports before, you can't just pick up a ball. It's all right, let's go. You got to build back up, especially as a pitcher. And hitting too, because you have to see pitching, you have to get your bat speed back up. But pitching specifically, you have to take time, and you can't rush stuff like that because you could re-injure it or whatever might happen. But no, I'm excited for those guys. Like I was saying last segment, the guys that they get to pick up in the middle of the season, kind of like Landon Ginn-esque of 23, where he got suspended for the first half of the year and then came back. It's going to be 3, 4, 5 guys that are good pitchers, so it's going to be a huge pickup for them in the middle of the year.
I didn't plan on this, but we're talking about injuries, and Danny talked about a weird injury. Let's look at some weird injuries in baseball over the years, because we got to do a couple of short segs here. Jim Rome used to talk about this one all the time. Marty Cordova fell asleep in a tanning bed and ended up on the injury report because of his burnt face. The doctor said he needed to stay out of the sun.
Good boy.
So he was. Ricky Henderson got frostbite in August.
Wasn't that from a?
He fell asleep with an ice pack on his foot and missed 3 games.
Oh, how big was that bee he was swinging at?
The little ones are the worst.
The bumblebee.
I mean, he had to been.
No, there's another story that I'll promote it now. Jake Hunter and Riley Johnson are on the podcast coming out either tomorrow or Thursday to get you guys ready for opening day. But there's another story that Riley told where he literally was I remember he was catching a fly ball in practice, put his arm up to catch it, caught it, popped out of socket. It's stuff like that where it's just you don't think that it's going to happen, but it happens, and got to deal with it.
Is it just because he had already?
I mean, his shoulders were so insanely screwed up last year. The sully, he talks about it on the podcast, the sullies that he had to wear, the treatment that he had to get. He's a freaking warrior.
Carrot's unsullied.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. All right. If you need a Jake Hunter stand-in, body double, stunt double, we got a guy.
We got our guy.
Intern Will. Matt Cain injured himself making a sandwich.
How you do that?
All right, the next
cut his right index finger.
That's not that crazy. The next one's wild.
Will Smith tore his LCL taking off his shoes. He was standing on one leg to take off the shoe. I pulled hard on the shoe and it stayed on. My knee just went up and popped.
Ow.
David Price and Joel Zamaya got hurt playing video games. Get a little carpal tunnel, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Video game.
Trevor Bauer cut his
drone.
finger fixing his drone.
Remember that?
All right. Glenn Allen Hill falls through a glass table because he had a nightmare.
What about the Sosa one?
Sammy Sosa sneezes so hard he threw his back out.
Jeez. I mean,
these baseball guys are weird.
Have you ever sneezed or cracked a rat so hard that your back just pops?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it happens to me.
We've gone over this before, but we got some new people on the show. Let's go around the horn. Does anybody else love sneezing?
No. You've never been over this with me.
I love sneezing.
You are insane.
It's a pleasurable experience.
Have you heard me sneeze, by the way? Sounds like a gun's going off. It is painful.
I love y'all don't like sneezing?
There's some sneezes where I'm no?
Not particularly.
Okay.
You don't go out of your way to seek out a sneeze.
No, and I usually try to do it quietly.
Yeah.
Oh man,
There's some sneezes that make you feel good after. It's like, all right, glad that I got that out of my system. But
Maybe
I'm
that's
not like, oh, I can't wait. Like I'm not.
I'm just counting them.
Are you just like, achoo? Oh, man.
Yes. Let's go. Woo. Best time of my day.
I think so. I think that's how I am. Will?
I don't like sneezing in public. Like,
Okay, let's say you're by yourself in a room.
I mean, if I have to sneeze, I have to sneeze. I'm not like,
you know what,
seeking it.
That's fine.
It's nice, like when you have to and you like look at the light and like it makes you sneeze. Like,
wait, what?
You've never heard of that?
You look
For
at
a guy
light
that loves
and
to sneeze, I think you're full of it.
You do what now?
Like
you
if,
look
you
at
know
the
when you
you
have
look
to
at the
sneeze,
light.
like you can
you
feel
look
it
at the
coming,
sun.
but like
Yeah.
if you look at light, like it makes you sneeze.
Oh, I did not know
I've
that.
never heard of
Because
that.
I do hate when I have one coming on here while I'm on the show, and it won't come out. I hate that.
The worst
So I
is
look at the light.
sneezing while driving.
That's dangerous.
I will do many things while driving, but sneezing is the scariest.
Name 3 things you'll do while driving.
That normal people don't.
That normal people don't?
Legally, of
Yeah,
course.
this is Family Feud. The top 3 answers on the board.
Texting.
Show me texting. Ding.
Eating.
There you go.
Last night, I ate an entire lemon chicken dish my wife prepared from my house to trivia.
Was it like a
while I
paper
was
plate?
Psychopath.
No, it was one of those to-go Tupperware
Okay,
type
all right.
plates.
Well, I thought you were just driving around with a flimsy paper plate.
And I got a little bit as I was driving, but at the lights, man,
Yeah.
I was killing it.
What's the craziest thing you've eaten while you've drove?
Well, let me tell you.
Come on, man.
I feel like I've had some messy stuff that, like,
soup. I've never eaten.
I've never had a bowl of
T-Mason's
soup.
definitely had some soup.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
that,
From Rocky Mount all the way here, yeah, I've had soup.
There's that episode of It's Always Sunny where he's eating cereal while driving. But yeah, I don't know, like maybe mozzarella sticks, like dipping from Sonic.
I've had buffalo chicken
dipping
while driving.
Yeah, dipping it into the marinara while trying to drive.
John Moody and I, John Moody brings up like road fries or whatever. Like when you go get your family, or I guess in your case, like friends, you probably don't pick up dinner for your friends very often.
Well, I mean,
but if you do, you like got to get yourself.
Yeah, if I'm like
something.
leaving here and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna stop by this place. You want
Yeah.
me to get you something?
Rather than having to go into each of their fry bags and taking out an equal amount for me to eat on the way home, like you got to get your own road fries or road sandwich.
You do road fries?
Yeah, I do road something, a road 4-count of nuggets or something.
Road something. I hear you.
Let's go.
What is it?
All right, we got like 2 minutes. Philly Al is on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What's up, Al?
Hey, Cliff. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What do you want to talk about, the Eagles?
Oh, no. I just called up to say hello.
Oh, how's it going?
It was a very easy game for me, and I enjoyed listening to all the talking heads afterwards, trying to make friends with the Eagles. But
How shocked were you, Al, that it was that easy?
God, I was shocked. My God, I didn't know they were going to win that easily. But hey, I just wanted to tell you, my cousin in Philadelphia, he lives in Philadelphia, and I couldn't understand how much money these families were paying to go to the Super Bowl. And do you know how most of them were paying for it?
How's that?
Home equity loans.
Jeez.
Al, in honor of the birds, can we get an EAGLES Eagles chant?
What?
He wants the Eagles chant. Spell Eagles.
I don't know if I could spell Eagles. I'm like the mayor.
It is a difficult word to spell. Yeah, I will never be going to a Super Bowl. I want to somehow go to an NFC Championship game at Washington. That's my bucket list.
Well, I'm telling you, next year, it's going to be the Eagles in Washington for the next couple of years. You got a hell of a team, and you got some picks coming. I think it's going to be close. I don't think the Eagles are going to repeat. It's hard enough, to win, but I don't think they're going to repeat. So, yeah, I thought I'd just call and wish you luck and get ready for the baseball season.
Yes, sir. Glad you got a Super Bowl, another one, Philly Al. Congratulations, man.
Okay, we'll probably talk to you during baseball.
Sounds good, man. There is Philly Al. Jamie asking if Philly Al go out and burn the city in celebration. He was the guy burning down Greenville, a one-man.
Have you seen the
riot crew?
There was a meme where it was like this guy asking like Philly fans and Kansas City fans like what they were going to do if their team won. It was like Kansas City was like, well, I'm going to go celebrate with my family, probably like go out to dinner the next night to celebrate. And Philly was like, I'm going to light my Camry on fire and drive it into the river. Yes.
Got to get a break in. Eric says fondue in the center console. He also said he had a chocolate fountain on the dashboard. That would be awkward to eat.
Yeah.
A full salad bar. Your dash is a full salad bar. That would be cool. I want to pimp my ride.
Pimp your ride.
With a salad bar.
Clip, we heard you like eating, so we put a whole salad bar in your trunk.
Great exhibit voice, man.
Really?
You're the master of
Oh, come on, man.
African-American voices.
Jeez Louise.
Jared Watkins is your guy. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We'll wrap up hour one after this.
Chronic joint pain is exhausting, and that goes for ENC's football legend and all-time passing leader, David Garrard.
And it's not always just the physical part of it. Sometimes it's the mental part of it. You know something is about to kind of derail your normal day, what it was turning out to be a beautiful day. And you're like, I'm starting to feel some pain or clicking in my knee.
That's why the regenerative treatments of QC Kinetics has been so life-changing for thousands just like David Garrard. Their treatments provide long-term pain relief without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 252-765-PAIN.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for Smokehouse Night featuring ribs, chicken, and brisket every second Friday of the month.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000 square foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kairos Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kairos Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kairosfloats.com. Kairos Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
It's the perfect time to grab your wings, Greenville. This February, Wings Over Greenville is giving you 10% off your entire order when you use the code PIRATE25 online or in the app. Craving something delicious? They've got you covered. No minimum purchase. Redeem it one time a day so you can keep the wings coming all month long. So hurry. Code PIRATE25 is good all February long, but only online or through the app. Wings Over Greenville, the wings that make every game day even better. Order now and save. Use the code PIRATE25, only at Wings Over Greenville.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Coach Blake Carroll for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern is now open at 1011 South Charles Boulevard. Come in for great food, cold drinks, and all the game day action. Swing in today and try their Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, mouth-watering burgers, and delicious wings. They're open until midnight Sunday through Thursday and open late until 3 a.m. on the weekend. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. And Quality Equipment. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 36 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequipment.com to find a location near you. Now back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Good work, Will. Abrupt ending to the music there. Congratulations to CJ Walker. He had a ton of respect to him as well, as he has been named one of the 5 Oscar Robertson Trophy National Players of the Week. National. So he was AAC Player of the Week. This is a national honor. So congratulations, coming off the 28-10 against UTSA. Was it in the loss he had 30? That was
to Temple.
That was before last week. Yeah. So he has put together a string of really good games here for East Carolina.
And it was on the topic of CJ Walker, and then they're showing All-Star game highlights here. I was thinking over the weekend and last night, really, CJ Walker should be in the dunk contest. Like Jordan Riley should be I think just having all these no-name NBA guys in the dunk contest brings nothing to it, but you get some all-stars.
Well, they do a college
dunkers.
dunk contest. Should we start putting college guys maybe in the NBA All-Star weekend?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
At least for the skills I mean, not the game, obviously, but the skills competition. Because one, it brings some eyes to the newer crop of talent coming up within basketball, and it probably brings at least some entertainment factor. Because right now, nobody watches what they got.
Yeah. Man, congratulations, CJ. And the Pirates will be in action tonight coming up against UAB. Good team, the Blazers are. They are second in the league, in the American right now with 8 wins. I think they're, 8-2 in the league, 15-8 overall for Andy Kennedy's UAB Blazers. We'll talk about him a little bit more with Matt McCarthy in a moment.
Does 2.5 seem low for UAB?
Yeah, but I mean, East Carolina has played tight games for most of the year. The one outlier really being Rice, right?
And what was it, North Texas, where we lost by 9?
Yeah, but that was a competitive game for a little while.
USF, we won by 13.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's been some outliers, but I just figured they would be at least been like 4.
Yeah, I just think it's pretty. I mean, college basketball, home court matters, and even if you don't have a good home court advantage, just the travel and everything matters.
Yeah.
So
I'm not expecting a lot of people tonight.
Nah.
Hey, Clip.
Yo.
We have some breaking news from Pete Thamel.
Ooh, okay. What do we got?
ECU is hiring A.J. Lembo as the football team's director of scouting.
A.J. Lembo?
I love that guy.
Son of Buffalo coach Pete Lembo.
Pete Lembo. Okay. I had a friend named Joe Lembo growing up.
How low could he go?
Pretty low. It was
Could he go down low?
That was a really cool name.
All the way to the flow?
I think his dad owned Greenville. What was it called, Shirley? Like out there where that gym is now? Was it like Greenville Fitness Center or Greenville? I don't know. Anyway, we had like a fun lock-in for his birthday one time where we had an entire like fitness center with like racquetball, basketball.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun. So shout out to Joe Limbo and shout out to our new director of scouting, whose name is what?
Scott?
Steve?
AJ Limbo.
Pete? AJ.
His dad's name is Pete.
Son of Pete. Little Petey, I call him.
Yeah. When do you think we're going to hire us a new GM? Do you think we're going to hire a new GM?
Who needs a GM? Come on, guys. We don't need all these positions.
No.
I think we overcomplicate this stuff. It's football. Have an offensive guy, a defensive guy, a head coach, call it a day.
Yep.
We don't need all these analysts. We don't need all these other coaches just getting free gear and hanging out on the sideline.
I'd like free gear.
I'd love some free gear. You know, I used to get free gear before I said ECU's basketball program was unserious.
Well, I mean, the fact they fired you probably shows that they are unserious.
I think so.
Yeah, just as an administration.
Let's take a break. Eric says the Limbo Fisher. I like word association. It's funny. When we return, Mac McCarthy joins us. We'll talk college basketball and have our NASCAR fantasy draft. That's on the way, hour 2, Pirate Radio Live after this.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with US Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. US Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. US Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find a store near you. We go beyond the call.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strauds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Beauty Bar Medi Spa invites you to experience the magic of self-care with treatments that enhance your natural beauty. From Botox to fillers, skincare, and more, this is your time to be celebrated. For the month of February, we are featuring our Skin Better Alpha Rit 30 treatment with 20% savings, a no downtime treatment, revealing a more radiant, rejuvenated skin. Your lips, but better? Ever curious about lip filler? This is your sign to jump on our exclusive offer for the month. Visit Beauty Bar Medi Spa at 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Call us or visit beautybarbmedispa.com for details. Celebrate you at Beauty Bar Medispa.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's Hot Dogs.
then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation. If this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com greenvilleholistic.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now back into PRL, here's Clip.
All right, Will, with back-to-back solid ad reads. Welcome back into the program here on a Tuesday. Clip Rock here with you. Earlier today, caught up with Coach Mack. We talked college basketball and had our 2025 Daytona 500 fantasy draft. And let's hear and see that conversation right now. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former East Carolina head basketball coach. He is now an analyst. He is now a weekly guest on Pirate Radio. He is Mack McCarthy. What's up, Coach Mack?
I'm good, Clipster. Hope you are.
Yes, sir. Doing well. I got the football blues. Kind of depressing with no NFL or college football for a while now, but starting to get into hoops. We got ECU baseball beginning on Friday, but college basketball, East Carolina in action tonight against UAB, and the Pirates coming off a win on the road at UTSA. C.J. Walker hits the shot with time running down, and the Pirates get a road win. And I got Andy Kennedy's team tonight, and Coach Mack, they are good. They got a good record coming in here. They've made the tournament. And Andy Kennedy's been in some big places, maybe ran into some trouble here and there, but all in all, he's a pretty good coach, right?
No, he's a really good coach. He was a really good player too. We recruited him. He was out of Mississippi and bounced around a little bit. But yeah, Cincinnati, Ole Miss, UAB. He's a very good coach, good guy, and not surprising that he's winning at a place that pretty much has won no matter who's been there. But back to your football thing, though. One thing, college football, they copy the NFL a lot, but one thing they've accomplished is, how the NFL has something all year long. College, for better or for worse, now they stay in the headlines all year long too. So even though we don't have games, you've still got football too.
Schedule releases, all that nonsense, and you're right. Yeah, absolutely. The NFL will hit with the combine and draft and schedule release and all that stuff, and they try to make it year round as much as possible. As far as basketball goes, how about last week? My question of the week, I give you Duke and Auburn on one side and the field on the other, and you took the field. Both of those teams lose on Saturday within hours of each other, so that was perfect for my question last week. How about the folks in Clemson, Mac, in a span of, 2 or 3 days, they beat Duke and North Carolina in Little John. So I think you said last week, Brad Brownell next year, he's going to be the the torchbearer for the ACC when it comes to coaches when Leonard Hamilton steps down. But man, they got a pretty good thing going right now in hoops.
Yeah, Brad's done a good job everywhere he's been. I first met him. He was at UNCW as an assistant to Jerry Wainwright when he had Brett Blizzard and some of the known
Oh, I
names
remember
that
Blizzard.
got to the NCAA tournament. And Brad took over that program. Did really well. Got in a dispute with the AD. Took off to Wright State and did a good job up there. And then got the Clemson job. And he's just hung around. He's sort of like his teams. He hangs around, gets some stuff done, and then occasionally has a big win. And it was great. They had a 3-game homestand, lost to Georgia Tech, then beat Duke, which was unbelievable with the Dickie V return and all that. We can talk about that ad nauseum probably, and then beat Carolina, which is not of any significance. So,
Right.
At this point in time, anyway. But they're the second best team in the league. They're certainly not the second best talented team in the league, most talented, in my opinion. Although they are pretty talented, but he's built an old roster, got a lot of veteran players, and he gets all he can out of them. And they've got a good home court advantage there. They do draw well for big games and that kind of thing. So good for Brad Brownell, who will be the dean of the coaches in the league next year.
We got a 1 versus 2 matchup coming up this weekend. It'll be, do they call it the Iron Bowl in basketball? Alabama and Auburn?
Yeah, pretty nominally, yes. Yeah.
And I guess it's got to be like the biggest regular season matchup ever between the two, right? I know it's hard to say that in college basketball. There's so many games. Both teams are going to make the tournament and get good seeds. But as a former Auburn coach, is that pretty cool to see 1 versus 2 this weekend?
Yeah, very much so. We had some big games with them, obviously, none bigger than my final year at Auburn, where we met in the championship game of the SEC tournament. We were on our 4th game in 4 days, and we went into the tournament seeded 8th, even though we were way better than that. We had 2 freshman guards in the backcourt. Took us a while to get going, but we beat them on national TV at noon on a Sunday in the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center, and went on to the Sweet 16 with that same team. But there have been big games between these two, but I don't think there's ever been a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, great matchups tonight as well. Tennessee, Kentucky, one of those, Mack, as the SEC continues to kind of get the headlines for good reason in basketball. Purdue, Michigan coming up tonight. Bama, Texas. So I'm naming all SEC games. It's a big SEC night in college basketball.
SEC and Big Ten and Big 12 has made a little bit of a comeback, although Kansas hadn't been part of that. Other teams getting going, like Kansas State, for instance, and Iowa State getting back on track, and Texas Tech doing better than expected. The league that's clearly the 4th, and at least in basketball, is the ACC with Duke, Clemson, and I guess you can throw Louisville in there as solid, and maybe they'll get 5 teams in the NCAA tournament, but not a great year in the ACC from that perspective. But like you mentioned, the SEC, maybe an unprecedented year. This goes back to maybe some of the Big East days where at one time they had 3 of the Final 4.
Let's get our questions from Jamie for Mack McCarthy. By the way, our NASCAR draft coming up in just a moment, but wanted to hit some basketball first. Coach Mack, what kind of offense and defense did you run, and can you change defensive philosophy during a season if it's struggling after working on one offense or defense all offseason?
Yeah, you can absolutely change. It's a little drastic, but I'll give you an example. In my last year at Chattanooga, we were pressing, shooting a lot of threes, running up and down the floor. And after getting beat in our own Christmas tournament, which we had never lost in, we got beat by Canisius, coached by John Beeline, who went on to do really good things. But I kept watching that film and said, we're not doing. We had 11 days off. We're not doing what we need to do. We need to change everything. So we stopped shooting threes, started playing zone, not pressing ever again. We won 11 in a row row, went to the Sweet 16. But yeah, you can do it. And I've coached a little bit of everything. I coached for two kind of hard-headed guys, and they were successful partly because they were hard-headed. Don DeVoe would never play anything but man-to-man. Sonny Smith played almost all zone. Don DeVoe didn't care what you did offensively. Sonny Smith was maybe a savant offensively, especially as it came to rebounding and things like that as part of the offense. So I kind of took the best of both, but I changed and did everything from set plays to 5-man motion. Had some years where we played all zone, some years where we played all man, some years where we mixed it up. But you can change during the middle of the season, and sometimes it sends the wrong message, like you didn't know what you were doing. But coaches have to be salesmen, and you have to sell it.
Mack McCarthy joining us. Speaking of coaches, Jamie says maybe the most important question I've ever asked Coach Mack: who would you hire as Indiana's next head basketball coach? Who are some of the gettable names you can go after? What's the industry saying about that job?
Golly, Ned. The industry is saying, some things like Coach Beard at Ole Miss is probably the number one guy. A name to keep an eye on is Buzz Williams at Texas A&M. While he's a Texas guy, he's not the coach at Texas. Even though Texas A&M is a great job, it does probably have a ceiling there. So I wouldn't be shocked if he ends up in the mix at some point. Shaka Smart is a guy. They all talk about the Celtics guy, Brad Stevens. He's not going to do that. They talk about Tony Bennett. He's not going to do that. But I imagine one of the names I mentioned will end up there.
You mentioned Tony Bennett there, and I just thought about Jay Wright. Do you think any of these guys that still have something left in the tank will get back into it, or do you think they're done for good?
I don't know. Tony Bennett would be the one that might get back in it, but I wouldn't be shocked to see Tony Bennett do something unusual. Coach in high school, coach in a Division III school, coach in the Ivy League. I don't know that I see him at a Power 4 school anymore, but it wouldn't surprise me that he coaches at some level. Maybe it's international. I can see him coming back and coaching, but I'm not sure at the Power 4 level, Power 5 level, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it in basketball.
My take, and it was just wishful thinking, because I think I have a couple of his old cards, but Tony Bennett returning to Charlotte to coach the Hornets one day.
Yeah, I think that's it. If he didn't like what's going on in college, and he's played professionally, so he knows what's going on in the NBA.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Maybe a better chance he coaches my high school, D.H. Conley, than my favorite pro team.
I think that's a better opportunity, a better chance of him doing that than coaching the Hornets.
All right, Coach Mack is fired up for Daytona. J-Bone, Jared Watkins is as well. We'll bring him in to the mix here as we get ready for the Daytona 500 and the start of the NASCAR season. Coach Mack, how many times you been to Daytona?
I've been to the track a lot of times. I've been to the Daytona 500. Oh gosh, maybe 3 or 4 times. Been to the summer race once or twice. But we recruited a lot in that area, and actually signed a couple players in that area. And I used to stay in maybe the original Holiday Inn right across from the track, and it would scare the daylights out of you when they started testing. And it was the old Holiday Inn with the louvers above the door and that kind of thing. It was. I am sure they've made it a museum or something by now.
Jared, you been in any races?
No, I'm trying to get out to Martinsville late March.
All right. Coach
Good
Mack, you like that track?
Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder at Martinsville and Richmond. They're two of my favorites, and I've been lucky to live around where I can get to Richmond or Martinsville or Bristol, and of course I think my favorite track to go to is Darlington, but and I've been lucky enough to go there multiple times too. But we go every year to Martinsville and Richmond.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to have our draft. We did the format talk last week. We ended up on if your driver gets a win, you get 3 points. If your drivers collectively have the best scoring average for that particular race, you get 2 points.
Yep.
If you have a driver that doesn't finish, it is -1 for each driver.
Yep.
All right. Mac, are we okay with that?
I'm totally good with that. It ought to be very. And what is the prize? That's the main thing.
We'll talk about that off the air.
It'll probably be monetary.
Yeah.
Listen to Big Daddy Warbucks up there.
If you have better ideas, let me know.
No, I'm good.
Maybe
I'm
you
good
can get us
with-
some tickets to the Final Four or something to throw in. How about we all throw in something?
All right.
I'll have a brand new hat for somebody. Mac will have Final Four tickets, hotel, and airfare.
My grandma will. I'll get you some of my grandma's soup.
And grandma's soup. So we'll have a big prize pack for somebody.
Other than grandma's soup, I think we better stick with money.
All right, so I got the wheel of names here. So this is how we're going to determine our draft. So I'm going to spin it, and whoever it lands on first. Should we do you get to pick where you pick?
Sure.
Let's do that. So we're doing a snake draft, Max. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. All right,
Okay.
so I'm going to hit spin for the first time, and we'll see who it lands on. It's spinning around. I can't really see it on the TV there. It looks like it's going to be Clip. All right, Clip is going to pick.
I trust that. Don't you, Jared?
Yeah.
Here we every time. Damn. Clip is going to pick. See, you told me something earlier. I'm going to pick second. I'm going to take the second pick. All right, so
You might not get your guy. You better go ahead and take it.
Man, if I don't get I might have screwed up. Second pick goes to, or second choice goes to
Mac.
Mac, you want first or third?
First or third? I'll
If
take.
you
I'll take third.
All right, so Bone, you got the first pick.
All right. Well, I told you I would let you get your guy. I'll go Kyle Larson.
So, would you have gone Bell here? Really?
I like Larson just because I think he'll win the most, so that'll get me probably more points week to week. But yeah, Bell is I think the easy second choice.
All right, Christopher Bell. I chose him as my favorite driver for this year, so I'm going to have him on my team, anchoring my team. Give me Christopher Bell, and now Mac McCarthy has back-to-back picks here.
Blaney and Elliott.
Oh man, I like them guys. Ryan Blaney at Chase Elliott will go to Team Mac. I am back up again. A few names out here, but I'm going to go with William Byron as my pick. Coach Mac, thoughts on William Byron?
I like him a lot. Not a big fan of the Liberty sponsorship. That's a little wacky, but I think William Byron is. I think he is a bargain at 5.
A bargain. I'm bargain shopping. All right, Bone, you got back-to-back picks.
All right. Jeez. All right, cool. I'll go Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick.
Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick.
I was a little cautious with the Tyler Reddick pick just because the charter stuff with 23-11, but I think he'll have another great year.
All right, my third driver will be Joey Slogano. Joey Logano will be my pick.
Listen to my list, okay? Larson, Blaney, Elliott, Bell, Byron, Reddick, Hamlin, Logano.
So it went right down the line?
We have gone exactly down the line.
We are too predictable. All right.
Except for Bell vaulted 2 spots, but the first, whatever this is, 7,
yeah.
That's the first 8, that they're all the same.
So now Mac has back-to-back?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That was the easy pickings right there. Holy cow. I'm gonna have to go outside the tradition here, and I'm gonna go Briscoe and Busher.
Oh man,
the double B's, Briscoe and Busher. All right, so now I am making my. How many guys do I have?
You have 3.
I got Bell, Byron, and Logano. And I'm going to say Alex Bowman will be joining my team. Alex Bowman.
Not
It's
a
the
fan.
first guy out of order on my list.
Now, why do you say not a fan? What's wrong with him, Jarrett?
I mean, I hated 48 because I didn't like Jimmy Johnson, and I guess it just carried over.
All right. And you just hate everything.
Come on.
All right, so now you have back-to-back.
Oh, man. This is tough because I want to take Kyle Busch, but...
You got to.
Yeah. All right.
Mack hates him, but I might take him if you don't.
I wouldn't take him. If he's the only one left, I'd just go without.
I'll go Ross Chastain and Brad Keselowski.
Oh, okay. So how many drivers is that for you?
All 5.
Okay, so you're not taking Busch.
No, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will be taking Kyle Busch as my 5th and final driver. And now we close it out with Mack McCarthy, who will be...
Is this like the NFL draft? Is it the last guy is Mr. Irrelevant?
This guy's Mr. Irrelevant.
I'm going to throw up a little in my mouth when I make this pick, but I'm going to make it because he's going to win. Ty Gibbs.
You know what? I should have taken him to join my Gibbs team, but I didn't.
Yeah, I hate.
So why the Ty Gibbs hate?
Oh, just in general. I mean, the Golden Spoon, you know, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a little. I can't say it on the radio.
Man, we like Joe Gibbs though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meh.
What's wrong with Joe Gibbs, Mac?
I mean, you like him because of the Redskins.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
He put a race team out of business because of his ego. He put Furniture Row Motorsports out of business just to satisfy his own whims because he could.
What's more American than that? All right, my team.
You got a point there.
My team is Christopher Bell, William Byron, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, and Kyle Busch. Jared, what's your team?
Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Ross Chastain, and Brad Keselowski.
And Coach Mack, who you got?
All of us got 3 good drivers. No, I got 2. You all got 3. Blaney, Elliott, Briscoe, Busher, and Gibbs.
I like the Busher pick. I think.
Yeah, you all got, and Briscoe could be good in the 19 too. But you all both got 3 solid people you can count on. I've got 2 that you can count on. That you all have an advantage. You all outdid me.
I wonder what the odds would be if I could bet on none of our drivers win the Daytona 500 this week. Because I think I would bet on that.
I think
50-50.
I think Ryan Blaney wins this weekend.
You think Blaney wins it?
Yeah.
Who's is there a guy that's due, Mac? Any big time driver hasn't won yet?
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch?
Yeah.
Daytona, yeah.
That's the guy. Okay. All right. Mac, what do you do for race day? Like, are you calling a game Sunday, or are you watching a race?
I am not calling a game on Sunday. I was supposed to, and I didn't cancel it because I didn't turn it down because of the race, but I might have had it come to that.
Do you do a spread food like we do for football and stuff?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Might have to do that Sunday.
What's in the spread?
What's in the spread?
Oh gosh, all appetizers. No main course, just all appetizers. Got to have some like buffalo chicken dip or some kind of queso. Got to have some sausage balls. Got to have some little wieners. Got to have some little pups, that kind of thing.
I hadn't had tater skins in a while. That'd be good.
Tater skins are always good, and wings always make a kind of an appearance there. There's some smoked sausage. We do a little bit of that, but homemade chips. It could be a variety of things.
How many people you got coming over?
Just him and the wife.
No people.
And that's why I love Mac McCarthy. He is my kind of guy. All right, Coach Mac, what you got this week on your schedule?
I'm good this week. I've got 0. I had a game last Thursday, and haven't had one since. And I've got 14 teams to prepare for the CAA tournament.
Yeah.
And that's taking up all my time.
That's going to be a fun one. Keeping an eye on the CAA. That's going to be a good tournament. Mack showed us snow outside his house before we went on live. So
let's show it again. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll let you
How's
go.
that?
Look at that, winter wonderland up in VA. We'll let you go play in the snow, Mac, and
All right,
we'll talk
there
to you next
is
week.
Mack McCarthy joining us. J-Bone, let's take a break, and I want to get your thoughts as we've now had a couple hours to process our teams. You said one of your friends has chimed in on who has the best team.
Yeah.
You have your own thoughts on that.
Clearly.
So we'll talk about that and more when we return. Hour 2 Pirate Radio Live still to come. Former Pirate tight end Bryce Williams and former Pirate baseballer B-Man Brandon Manning will join us in hour number 3. A lot more to go when we return after this.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue electric, plumbing, and air.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Pirate Radio, bringing you the best content on air and on digital. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all your office printing devices guaranteed. Contact Walker Allen Voliva today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Well, all right. Welcome back into the program. We had our fantasy NASCAR draft a moment ago. That'll keep me interested in the races week in, week out. Got the Daytona 500 coming up this Sunday. So, Jarrett, what's the scuttlebutt? What are folks saying? At least that one dude you talked to and yourself about our teams.
My buddy Jackson, I sent him a picture of the draft results. He said Mack has probably the best team, solid team, with Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, Chris Buescher, and Ty Gibbs. But his favorite racer is Ryan Blaney, so he probably would have said that for whoever took Blaney. But I think I have the best team.
Do you?
I don't think I didn't really want Chastain or Keselowski. I didn't want to draft Reddick, but they all just fell to me. And I think Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Reddick, they'll be in the final 8 at least. And Ross Chastain and Keselowski, they'll pull one out.
All right, yeah. Looking at it on paper, I don't love my team, but
I love your top 2.
I gotta hope Bell and Byron give me a lot of wins.
Yeah, and Joey Logano, he'll get he'll help out your average.
Yeah.
My only concern is Kyle Busch. I think he'll get a win this season, but
I think he'll get a win on Sunday.
Kyle Busch at Daytona.
Y'all said that this is the one eluding him.
I'm all for it. I love Kyle Busch. I hope he gets it done. But ever since he moved to RCR, he has just not been the same racer.
All right. There is your NASCAR talk, which we'll do with Mack McCarthy each and every week, and probably talk about it a little bit with J-Bone as well. Got Pirate Hoops coming up tonight. East Carolina taking on UAB. Pirates are a 2.5-point underdog at home to the Blazers.
Yeah.
Was it you or somebody else asking about the line? Oh, it was Danny, I think.
No, we were. I think we talked about it on the air. Is 2.5 too low?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
I think it's fair.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it'll be close throughout. I mean, maybe not throughout, but I think by the end of the game, we'll be in it. It just, how do we do on the boards, on the glass? How do we do there? That's really the big thing.
Yeah, and what kind of game do we get from RJ tonight? He's hasn't been kind of the same old RJ for stretches this year.
But I mean, we just need the second chance opportunities. We got to be great offensive rebounding like we normally are. Because I mean, we'll get the blocks, we'll get the inside shots. It's just when we miss those threes, can we grab that board? When they miss out on an opportunity, can we grab it?
If you're looking for sports to get into post-football, tonight is a good night to dive into college basketball because there are a lot of games involving top 25 teams, including the number 1 team in the country, Auburn, on the road at Vanderbilt. 7 o'clock on the SEC Network, 7 o'clock on ESPN2. It's Florida at Mississippi State. That's 2 top 25 teams. The Gators, number 3 in the country. Number 5, Tennessee, on the road at Kentucky at 7 o'clock on ESPN. There is basketball on Peacock involving 2 top 25 teams. Purdue at Michigan. Iowa State, number 10, is on the road at UCF. That caps off all these 7 o'clock tips. At 8 o'clock, Arizona and K-State are on ESPN+. Doubleheader on Peacock. but this one starts at 8:30. So I guess there's no double headers. You just watch the games on demand. DePaul at Marquette. 9 o'clock on ESPN, Texas hosting number 2, Alabama. 9 o'clock on the SEC Network. Our guy Steve Rockefort, assistant coach at Texas A&M. They host the Georgia Bulldogs. 9 o'clock on Peacock. Your home for college basketball in the Big Ten. Indiana at Michigan State. ESPN2 at 9 o'clock. Colorado at Kansas. And then UConn at Creighton is 9 o'clock on CBS Sports Network. Creighton, a 3.5-point home favorite against UConn. Danny Hurt. So the Chiefs couldn't three-peat. Are you willing to say UConn will not three-peat?
They will not.
16-7 this year, 8-4 in Big East play. As looks like the Huskies' reign of terror could be coming to an end.
Outside of really like Auburn, Duke, and East Carolina, I have not been keeping up with a lot of college basketball. But now that football's over, I'm looking at the top 25. St. John, 21-3.
Rick Pitino.
My God. And, yeah, 4 of the top 5 being SEC is crazy to me. I don't know. I guess I probably should have paid attention a little more.
I am starting to get excited about the stretch run here and then the conference tournaments and, of course, the NCAA tournament, which we will, again, be your home for NCAA tournament basketball on Pirate Radio. Tonight in the American, along with UAB and East Carolina, it's North Texas and Rice, 9 o'clock on ESPNU. One thing we didn't talk about yesterday, maybe there's a reason for it, but commercials, Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah.
Did anything stand out to any of y'all?
2 I liked. The Lilo and Stitch teaser thing where Stitch is running around the football field. I thought that was pretty cool. And Seal as a Seal.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Anytime I can hear Kiss from a Rose or a parody of that song, I'm down. I like the one with the guy from American Pie.
Jason Biggs?
No, the dad.
Oh,
and his eyebrows.
Eugene Levy.
His eyebrows flew around.
Yeah, that was odd.
I don't even remember what it was for, but I like that one. Will, you got anything?
I feel like Super Bowl commercial staples, you think of like Budweiser. I thought the one with the horse, like the whole concept of like the first delivery, I thought that one was.
Yeah, a horse walks into a bar.
Yeah. I thought that one's kind of a nice play on what they usually do.
Okay.
And the one with David Beckham, apparently they tried to play it up as he has a brother also named David Beckham, but he's American. I thought that one, I don't know. I feel like it was weak this year, but those were the 2 that I found entertaining that I actually noticed.
Yeah, nothing really stood out to me. Grayson, what did you do Super Bowl Sunday?
I actually went to the gym and just made sourdough and stuff. I did not watch the Super Bowl.
Wait, what time did you go to the gym?
During the Super Bowl. It was
wow.
Jeez.
There was nobody there. There was like 5 people. It was the best time to go to the gym.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, I guess if you want to do something in public, grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Like,
don't go before.
Go to the mall. With lifted weights, so like I kind of got best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Does that beat watching the entire first half in the lobby of a Wingstop?
Is that what you did?
Yeah.
That sounds god awful.
It took.
All right.
2 hours.
Now,
if you would have went to Wings Over, it would have been a quicker and better experience.
Very much so. Yeah. Wings Over Greenville. Is that because you waited too late to order?
Well, I didn't anticipate that the entirety of Eastern North Carolina would be at one Wingstop when there's 2.
That's your fault. You gotta be on that early, man.
The entirety of a population is good. Yeah,
this is a life lesson.
It's my first Super Bowl Sunday here. So.
Right? Yeah. You live and you learn.
Yes, but like
Wings Over takes orders days in advance. You could put in your order, have it ready.
It was kind of an on-the-fly thing. Me and the guys just decided that we wanted wings.
Yeah, that's.
I don't really think
you can't do that.
You don't get an excuse to be like, "This is my first year in Greenville." Like that's everywhere.
The wing. Let the guy have an excuse.
Well, the wing places are going to be. I gave him an excuse yesterday. I said it's his first day. Don't give him a hard time. But
this is the second day.
Well, this has nothing to do with him working in production, video, or audio. Like, you got to plan your wings in advance.
But you got to think, like, back home, like, I know the spots.
You got to think.
Like, back home, I know the spots that to go to on the fly and not to. Like, here, I don't necessarily.
Yeah. Well.
Wingstop is not my first choice back home.
Shouldn't be here.
All right. Steve says, has trivia at OT switch days? We'll be doing sports trivia at Overtime Tavern on Wednesday nights.
Yep. Good.
Looking forward to it.
Great spot.
Speaking
great
of wings, dollar wing night Wednesdays at Overtime Tavern.
$1 wing, $2 draft beer. No better place to be on Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one coming up on Wednesday. Jamie orders wings 2 days before the Super Bowl. That's how you get it done. He's a veteran at the game. Will have it figured out by next year. Eric says soggy, even if they cook them well done. I guess referring to the place that Will said, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, I didn't really do any special food for the Super Bowl. This is my first year not going to a party in like ages.
Yeah, I had a good time.
So it was chill. I was kind of glad to chill during a Super Bowl.
I normally don't like going to Super Bowl parties just because it's always my buddies' girlfriends are around, and it's just like, oh, that was.
And you just hate them.
Yeah, can we be quiet during the commercials, and then they want to yip yap during the game?
Oh my God, dude!
Well, I'm trying to watch the game. You're in my house, like. I guess it's my buddy's house. It was my buddy's house as well, but still.
Women, right?
Tell me about it.
Speaking of women, Grayson, I like your early Valentine's Day sweater.
Thank you. I decided I'm wearing pink all week for Valentine's Day.
All right, it is Pink Week. Valentine's Day gets a little lost in my house because the 13th is my daughter's birthday.
Oh.
So we're always doing something that day. And it's almost like a combined, hey, we're going to go out to dinner for Lily's birthday.
Yeah.
Let's make this a Valentine's dinner as well.
Oh, so you're cheap.
Yeah. A little combination of the two.
Yeah.
Never hurt anybody. But, yeah, don't forget to get your Valentine's something this week.
Very thankful for baseball being Friday. Valentine's Day obviously is a normally sad, lonely day for me.
Oh, no. I hate to hear that. Don't pull a Will and, like, go out this Friday night just thinking you'll get a table at any restaurant because Valentine's Day is on a Friday.
I think my spots will have a spot for me.
I agree. Will, do you have a lucky lady in your life?
Not currently, no.
All right. Grayson, do you have a man? Have we talked about that?
No, I'll probably be at the bar as well.
All right. All the singles will be out at the bar.
All the sad, lonely sacks.
Anti-Valentine's Dayers.
Yeah.
Hey, this is not the worst thing in the world. You never know what could happen. You could...
Can read lips.
Oh.
Are we back?
Will, what have you done?
I'll give him a break.
He didn't do anything.
Give him a break.
Somehow,
It's the second day.
yeah.
He got all that
the
wing
power
grease.
supply came loose on the back of the board.
The
and we
wing
lost power.
grease, I think, tripped the board there. Let's see. Mike P said just turn up the volume louder and louder. If they start talking during the game, they always get the point and politely stop.
Well, it was to the point where my last 2 semesters living there, we turned the kitchen into a second living room. So it's like if you want to talk, you can go downstairs. Upstairs where my chair is, that's where we watch TV.
God, you're so old. so old. Let's take another break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. We've got Bryce Williams, B-Man, coming up hour 3. We've got football topics to hit with Bryce, baseball topics to hit with Brandon Manning, and more. We'll take a timeout, come back, and have more for you on Pirate Radio Live after these words.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Ron Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years in 2025. Join them Saturday, February 22nd for their 15th annual chili cook-off from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's fun for the whole family. You want to enter? Call Jimmy Stallings at 758-3084. And while you're there, check out their 30,000 square foot showroom with top brands like Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler, and Stihl equipment. Ron Ayers Motorsports, 50 years of adventure and quality you can count on.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, 1-topping New York style pizza for only $11.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their compassion, integrity, and innovation ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway can handle all your dental needs, including cleanings, crowns, and fillings, sedation, dentistry, and cosmetic needs such as braces and implants. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Bring your smiles to us at Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Welcome. Now we'll send it back to Clip for PRL.
All right, Will.
That name was throwing me.
Michaels and Gateway Family Dentistry. All right, J-Bone had an announcement during the break. He may not be at Trivia Wednesday night because there's a big deal going on. Maybe Grayson and Will would be interested in this. Hey, Will and Grayson. That's a TV show.
It's Will and Grace.
I know. All right. Why might you not be at Trivia at Overtime Wednesday night? What else is going on?
They're having a speed dating at Dirty Dance.
Speed dating at Dirty Dance. That just sounds like a recipe for great things.
Yeah, sure.
It sounds like 40 dudes and 2 girls.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be at Overtime Tavern, of course. Never pass up an opportunity to go there.
We got to make sure the numbers are even there.
Yeah, the ratio's got to be right, bro.
I think you should try it, man. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
I make a fool out of myself? Well, I mean, that's...
Yeah, like to who? Like, they'll never see you again.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't... That's not my cup of tea.
I know.
It's not what I do.
See, what are you, just going to wait until some girl comes up to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Wait until I find somebody I like, because all the ones I come across...
Yeah, I wonder why that is. I wonder what the common denominator is on that. Grayson, speed dating, what do you think?
I'm a Dirty Dance promoter, so I think it's a great idea.
I think it would be fun. I've never done anything like that.
I'm just worried about who the contestants would be, you know? Like, personally, I wouldn't do it, but
Will?
It's not something that I think I would partake in.
You know what? I'll do it. Just take one for the team. Everybody's saying, nah.
We got to
cheer you on.
We have to video it if you do it.
I'm not doing
it. But yeah, you kids and your dating apps and your all that stuff. Whatever happened to just going out and talking to somebody face to face?
That's what I do. But they never really seem interested in what I want to talk about. And I'm not really interested in what they want to talk about.
Hi, I'm Jen. Hey, I'm Jared. Who do you think the Raiders are going to draft this year?
I don't ask them crap like that.
And what does the biggest team need, in your opinion? What do you ask? Hey, what do you eat, Toots?
No. I don't know. Just try to create conversation about where we're at, what we're doing. Hey, this is cool. You seen this? Heard about this? I got a little Jay Leno.
Did you hear about this?
Seen this? Heard about this?
Oh, man. Grayson, what advice do you have for Jarrett and Will? What do women want to talk about?
Shoes and...
You said what women want to talk about?
Yeah, like what kind of conversation would you like to strike up with a potential beau?
Honestly, anything interesting. Like, I just, like, you know, where you been, what you do.
Where you been?
Like, you know, like where you travel to. I don't know.
Okay. Like, what's interesting? 'Cause what I think is interesting, they may not think is interesting.
Like, I like just yap like a crazy story. Like, I like the lore.
You got any crazy stories?
Yeah, none I can say on here.
Tell them a crazy story, a nice anecdote. No sport. Maybe you can do a little sports. Yeah. You can do like, hey, you ever go to any ECU games or anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you
don't talk about sports the whole time.
Not the whole time.
I don't like talking about sports with people who don't know sports. So, I mean, unless she's bringing it up, I'm not going to talk about it.
You just got to find something y'all have in common and then...
Yeah. Oh, you have all your teeth. Me too.
Let's start there. Michael's and Gateway Family Dentistry. Do a great job. Jamie says, J-Bone is the man. Chon doesn't talk about this stuff. Bob gets the show. Yeah, I appreciate you talking about this, Jared.
I don't care.
Yeah. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world to talk about.
And it's funny. I mean,
It's all about being funny.
Yeah.
This is funny. It's fun. Ken said, Bones, the Archie Bunker of Pirate Radio. Will that make Chandler meathead? So I've heard of Archie Bunker.
Me too.
I don't know what meathead is.
Me neither.
All right.
Isn't Archie Bunker, the guy who plays Archie Bunker, isn't he in The Heat of the Night?
Oh, yeah, could be.
That old white guy.
Mike P says, before you get their name, ask them about RJ
Felton.
RJ Felton's inconsistency from the three-point line.
I want to hear Steve Hill's dating advice.
Steve, are you out there? How can J-Bone get him a gal? Jamie says, J-Bone, just don't down your list of pet peeves. That will take the whole date. Yeah, don't talk about things you don't like.
Yeah.
Talk about things you do like.
That's good. That's good advice.
Meathead is Archie Bunker's son-in-law, Michael. All right. Thank you, Eric. Good stuff. Good seg. All right, let's take a break. We'll bring on a couple of married men. B-Man, Brandon Manning. He might still be married. See how things are in the household. And Bryce Williams will join us as well. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr! Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with RentAFishTank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. RentAFishTank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. RentAFishTank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at RentAFishTank.com.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine has been locally owned for 50 years, and they are your #1 stop for adventure. With 4 locations in eastern North Carolina, Big Rock Power Sports has everything you need to conquer the outdoors. With their knowledgeable staff and wide selection, they aim to consistently exceed expectations and provide you with the very best in industry-leading products such as Can-Am, Honda, Yamaha, and Polaris. So if you're in the market for an ATV, side-by-side, motorcycle, personal watercraft, or boat, make Big Rock Power Sports and Marine your next stop. Big Rock Power Sports. Choose your adventure. And Chico's. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulp of Mexico every Tuesday. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are only $2.99. On Thursdays, it's half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Thank you, William. Is that your full name?
It is.
What's your middle name?
Joseph.
William Joseph.
What's last name?
Yeah, do I know your last name?
Griffin.
Griffin. We got 2 Griffins here.
Oh, Glenn, yeah.
Yeah, big dog. All right, Shirley, tell Will where the intro music is. We got to hit the intros real quick because we got Bryce Williams and we've got Brandon Manning. So I need some intro for one of these guys.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire you touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. Hey, Bryce.
Hey.
How are you? Hello, Wheels. That when I was a younger man, nobody says you can't do this, boy. But mine says, well, yes, you can. I ain't as good as I once was. That's just cold hard truth. I'll just throw you back, talk a little smack. I'm feeling bulletproof. But I'm double dog to me now. I might have to call your bluff. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, man.
How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Brandon, you've been under the weather. Bryce is parched, so it's going to be a tough day, tough hour here.
Yes, it will. I hope I can make it.
We're going to get through it as a team.
Hard to work under these conditions, isn't it, Bryce?
It's tough, man. I swear.
You know where Ellerby is?
No.
Are you okay, buddy?
Guatemala. Doing some charity work, I heard.
Charity work?
Nah.
Made it sound good.
Somebody asked me, I was like, I think he's building houses for the underprivileged kids. Like, nah, he's fishing.
Nah, he is fishing. I saw some pics, Bryce. Look at what he's been doing out there.
Is that a shark? That is a sailfish.
What are we looking at? Sailfish!
It's not a shark.
Nah, I don't know if he was looking at that in particular. Would you call that a marlin or?
That's sailfish.
Sailfish? Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Is it all going to be the same sailfish?
It's on the Anima. Is that what that was? That's a sailfish.
That's pretty cool.
Of? They down in Costa Rica or somewhere?
Yeah.
Guatemala.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
I mean, you're not going to catch that right around here.
That's not in the tar?
No.
How about this, Bryce and
Roanoke Basin?
Brandon. This is from Van Dyne, Wisconsin. 4th largest sturgeon ever speared on Lake Winnebago.
Hey.
Bigger than the spear herself.
Back on.
That's a big.
Do you wonder if you eat sturgeon? I wouldn't know that answer because that thing's probably 100 years old.
That's probably like the old drum. You know, they get all wormy.
100 years old? Do you really think
sturgeon's like, yeah?
Those mean the fish don't grow that fast, man. You look at turtles; those big prehistoric looking turtles that you see, that they're like over 100 years old.
Yeah, the big drum that we catch. I mean, they're like 30 years old.
Man, what do? Cut them open and see the rings like a tree?
No, you don't. You throw those back.
Yeah.
You don't keep the big ones.
Nope.
A whopping 180.5 pounds, 79 inches long. I would love to know the ages. I'm sure. Do they like track fish or whatever? Like, I don't know. How can we do that?
It's about as long.
They tag fish like in the Roanoke, the marine NC Marine Fisheries. They put tags on fish and let them out, and then if somebody catches them, there's a phone number on there.
You can get some money if you do that.
Yeah, people do it with ducks, and they do it with kind of all animals in North Carolina.
All right, this is like a bonus Pirate Radio Outdoors
precursor.
Yeah, did y'all watch the Super Bowl?
I did.
Boring, huh?
That was great.
You were glad to see the Chiefs' downfall?
I was glad to see somebody else play good and not play so tight that he wins. And I was actually more glad that he didn't get every call his way.
Yeah.
I think it was a very fair officiated game.
I thought I was about to be one of those games after
The first play.
God. Like that.
Big play to A.J. Brown got called back.
You got to be kidding.
Eagles dominate.
Yeah.
And the football season's over. I'm sad. Brandon's not.
No, I don't. There's not really any good sports after football.
I know.
You what
This
I'm
is pretty much
like,
it.
NASCAR.
NASCAR's fun. I can't think of anything else. Oh, we got golf.
Golf's okay.
Yeah, I enjoy the Masters.
He's pushing buttons,
is there
gentlemen.
Any other
college basketball tournament.
Basketball.
That's it.
I'll talk all day long about some college basketball.
Is track spring?
Spring
football.
Hurricanes playoffs. You can get into that a little
College
bit.
football spring games.
Spring practice.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Now.
Is there? Are we missing something?
Wait a minute, Bryce.
Hey, Brandon, can I get a ticket?
What you cooking? Bryce, we forgot about the boys of summer.
Them hot dogs about ready?
The baseball boys.
Hey,
Brandon
showed up today down there in Florida.
Was it dumb luck, or did you know something ahead of time last week when you said Ethan Norby needs to give us a strong 7? And I said, he's coming out of the bullpen. And then a week later, Ethan Norby is announced as the Friday
I was not going to bring that up to you. It was some sort of dumb luck. I knew that he was going to have to be a starter at some point in time this year.
You did say that. At some point this year, he'd be starting.
And I just didn't know it was going to be the first weekend. I mean, I just knew he had to be a starter for us to be long-term successful, in my opinion.
It seems like we go into seasons. In football, there's always a suspension that drops, like during the Bud Light pregame tailgate, which it had already been known but not publicly. That happens every football season. Basketball, I don't know, a guy doesn't make the grades or something and is out a month. But baseball, we always seem to have an early season injury. And it's not just us. I mean, it happens everywhere.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
I just personally hope Jake Hunter does take his time and eases his way back in. That's, I know he's coming back off a very serious injury and came back pretty fast, really, really fast. So I hope he comes back and eases his way in. There's no need to overuse him early in the season. But you're right. I hope we all stay healthy, especially as core guys up in the. I mean, but we have so many moving pieces in the infield. I think we got so many guys that can play, second and third, first and third, second and short and this and DH.
Yeah.
I think if there is an injury that causes us to be out for a week or two, I think we're going to be okay.
Boy, Danny and Mully were really hyping up the pitching in hour one, saying we're going to see some numbers on the radar gun we haven't seen in years past.
I hope so, but I mean, last year we were seeing 97, 98 a few times. So I mean, if we got guys that are going to be sitting there 97, 98, 97, 98 all game, every game, more power. I mean that, Danny Beal wasn't a guy that was going to light it up at 99 all game long, but I tell you what,
or ever.
Okay, I didn't want to say it like that, but I mean, if you're going to be that guy,
I'm a facts guy.
But I will toss Danny,
not a fat guy, a facts guy.
I will toss Danny Beal the ball every day and say, hey, I need strikes and ground balls to get them. And say, let's go get it done. So as long as guys can throw it hard and get strikes and get outs, that's what matters.
I think that's why Cliff wanted Ethan Norby in the bullpen. Not that he's a veteran. He's only a sophomore, but he's experienced. And do we have experience in the bullpen? A guy we haven't talked about a ton this preseason is D'Lo. Jackson DiLorenzo, who pitched a lot as a freshman last year.
You're right. He had that little freshman lull there towards middle end, and I think he's going to be primed and ready. He's got that body that'll just help him have a long pitching performance throughout the whole year, and I don't think he's going to slow down as much this year, and I think he's going to be pretty good.
It's one of his things, Brandon, like it's too straight. No matter how fast it is, it's coming in straight. One of those situations.
I see, and I don't know if he goes more of a 2-seam versus a 4-seam, and they're probably, AK is probably out there developing pitches for all these guys all the time. Anybody that can throw it that hard and has a little bit of movement, that's really good. But DiLorenzo, man, is just missing bats. He doesn't seem to miss bats all the time, and then he'll go 2 or 3 games and it's like bam, 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 and he strikes everybody out. So I just think when he develops that little bit of movement, moving the finger just a little bit, Greg Maddux would say, hey, just not trimming my fingernails up for this game or something like that. But he's going to be a stud for us in the bullpen.
Got some breaking news. We hinted at this last week on the show that East Carolina might need to find a new special teams coordinator. This coming from... At Terps football, Maryland football says Coach Andre Powell is our new special teams coordinator.
Who's their source?
They own source.
Oh.
So Unk, as A-Harp would call him,
Unk
is out. New special teams coordinator will be needed at East Carolina. Today, according to Pete Thamel, the Pirates added
A.J. Limbo,
who is going to be the
recruiting scout guy.
AJ Limbo, programs.
Is that a technical term?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Director of Scouting.
There we go.
Who, may I add, is a 2024 TCU graduate. He just graduated.
Wow. Okay.
Young
boy, don't you kids?
Did he play football at TCU?
I got a job, man. Come on.
I don't think he didn't play there. Was he like a grad assistant or something?
No, this is called nepotism. His dad's a football coach, so he gets to go into football coach.
He was a student recruiting intern, and apparently he played lacrosse in high school. That's all I'm finding when I look at his name.
Will's got more information on this guy than anybody else. Good stuff, Will.
Jesus.
But yeah.
Make AJ A-Harp the old special teams guy. Let's just keep him here forever.
Why not? He's already got 2 jobs.
I mean, we got guys on staff that are very good and have long football connections in the football world that are pretty good people. Like a Ryan McManus or something like that, whose dad was a special teams coordinator. If we're going with a dad role, I think Coach McManus was a special teams guy a little bit.
For sure, in terms of. Did you see A-Harp's job, one of his new jobs?
No.
PA announcer for Pitt Community College. Did we talk about that last week?
No, I did not hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Did his first 2 games this weekend.
That's awesome.
So he's doing that with Tommy Easton's group, and also got him a gig at WNCT.
Have you discussed who the voice of the Pirates is? Baseball.
There's like 7 of them.
Okay, but anybody like one guy's going to be like, what we think long term? Like,
no, there
awesome.
isn't one.
Awesome. Let's take it serious.
I guess they don't find that important
for any sport.
Well, no. I mean, for football, we're going to have Zoki. For basketball, Darren Vaught. For baseball, everybody but Scooter. I even heard from a source that Scooter could be doing some road games this year.
Cool deal.
Yeah. But I heard it's going to just be a lot of different people.
Unnamed sources. Yep. They make friends.
It was...
It's okay.
All right. Bryce, I mentioned this earlier. Do we need all these people? Do we need a scouting director and a recruiting coordinator and a GM? So we got Blake Carroll.
We don't have a GM.
How much money? How much money does Mike Houston going to Clemson already save us?
Yeah, I don't know the finances there.
I mean, hey, let's just go out and make a big splash in the special teams world.
You see that news yesterday, Bryce?
Totally joking.
I did. I think thanks to y'all's.
Mike Houston to Clemson. Any thoughts?
Congrats to him. I mean, I guess he'll be there with Garrett Riley.
Coaching is a great industry to go into, and it might work this way. Well, it can't, though. Like, is coaching the only industry you can go into where you get fired all the time, but, like, still get a job?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
In the same industry, right?
I don't know. Brandon, if you got fired as an insurance agent, could you jump on with another team, like, the next day?
I mean, as long as you keep your license, technically, yeah.
Okay. All right. But, like, boy, what a good gig. Mike Houston could be coaching in a national championship next year.
You know what? Doing what he's doing, I bet he's probably making similar money.
He loses a title of head coach, but you're right. Probably making something similar and coaching in some big games.
If you look at the guys that have come out of Clemson the last few years that have gone to bigger and better schools, who knows? Maybe, it was always said that Mike Houston wanted to be at Carolina. That was like his childhood school he wanted to be at, stuff like that. Maybe he goes, makes a name himself somewhere and learns a lot at Clemson and comes back to Carolina when Belichick dies.
I'm not hiring.
Then you have
I'm not
Steve
hiring.
Belichick.
I'm not hiring.
I don't
Mike
think
Houston.
he lasts there long.
I'm not hiring Mike Houston.
I hate to talk about your Uncle Steve or whatever, but
all right.
Yeah, he may.
East Carolina has a head coach, Blake Harrell, a coordinator on both sides, JDB, Josh Aldridge, running backs coach, Roddy Freeman, tight ends coach, Hunter McKay, wide receivers coach, Darrell Roberts, O-line coach, Matt Maddox. We've got senior offensive analyst, Aaron Auer.
You're like, what's it?
Senior offensive analyst, Ryan McManus. Is that a new title for him?
Well, what is the offense and defensive analyst?
Grad assistant, Cameron Nichols.
Well, what's the difference between like the coordinators and then the analysts?
Coordinators are coordinating, analysts are analyzing.
they're like assistant coordinators.
It's right there in the name, bro.
Well, that's true.
They're looking at tape and they're doing everything. He's up in the box, stuff like that.
He's in the box.
The stats keeper.
No. I guess if you want to call, I'm sure it is. Like, hey, they have done this many times in a row on defense. We probably didn't want to switch to this.
Did y'all not have analysts, Bryce?
I don't think so.
I thought it was funky.
They had assistant coaches. That's what they're supposed to be called.
When Lincoln Riley's offense came in, and I saw that we had an inside and outside receivers.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? Boy, it like blew my mind. Like, is this really what we're doing? And now that's everywhere.
Yeah.
So, because Donnie K was inside, and I guess did he coach?
He was me. He was, yeah.
Did he coach tight ends, or did y'all have a tight ends coach?
No.
That was inside receivers.
I was just inside receiver and had to make do with being the inside receiver and the tight end. A lot of.
You all right?
Yeah.
You really
parched.
I wish.
Cottonmouth.
I'm not as sharp, my vocals are a little dry. Chandler.
Water is life.
Water is life. Man, it'd be nice to have a cold.
Speaking of which, anybody heard that liquid death?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was water. The girl that works for me was
I
pulling
thought
that.
it was energy drink.
I said, man, it's a rough day. She's like, no, this stuff is great. It's awesome. I was like, no, it looks like it's death.
I don't know about the marketing on it. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I thought it was some like weird liquor, alcoholic drink.
Looks like an IPA.
It does look like an IPA, but it's just water.
Yeah.
Bryce, you would think, like, if somebody was here not really doing anything and you had complained about the water situation, that they would like run and get you a water.
A cup of water out of the dang faucet or something. But
like,
I don't know.
One would think that would happen, but it hasn't happened.
She doesn't have her Reeboks on today, so she can't really jump.
I'm not talking about the sheet.
We're not talking about Shirley.
Shirley's serving a purpose.
Shirley is coordinating.
Will is doing audio production.
That was my
doing
joke.
video
Shirley
production.
isn't coordinating.
And then we have one other person.
Somebody in the back chomping on gum, looking on his phone.
The head of sales.
Salesman.
Hey, I'm gonna try.
We will make mine. I knew her used.
Hey, now he's rubbing his eyes. I guess take a little nap.
You need a break? Let's get you a break.
I guess I'm gonna take a break.
Let's get Bryce a
I'm
break.
gonna walk across the street.
Go stick your head under the sink.
It's raining outside.
Get that natural water.
Under the gutter.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, have more for you. Pirate Radio Live with the B-Man and the other B-Man. Back with you after this.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with US Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. US Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. US Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find a store near you. We go beyond the call.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season,
But our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Ron Ayers Motorsports is celebrating 50 years in 2025. Join them Saturday, February 22nd for their 15th annual chili cook-off from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's fun for the whole family. You want to enter? Call Jimmy Stallings at 758-3084. And while you're there, check out their 30,000 square foot showroom with top brands like Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler, and Stihl equipment. Ron Ayers Motorsports, 50 years of adventure and quality you can count on.
Life is unpredictable and full of possibilities. Chance by chance, moment by moment, we thrive on fueling epic stories that make each night unforgettable. At Four Loko, we salute those who dare to live in the moment. Four Loko nights should be big, bold, and unexpected. That is why Four Loko pushes the boundaries through product innovation and live events. Four Loko has just introduced new sour flavors, now available. Look for Four Loko at your favorite retailer and at fourloko.com. Make every night unforgettable with Four Loko.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of a lifetime powertrain warranty. Have you ever dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville right across from Agri Supply or visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools, 689-6557. And we'll go back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Here is not Clip.
Here is not Clip. Here's Chandler.
Welcome back into Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Chandler Honeycutt here with you alongside former ECU tight end Bryce Williams, former ECU bullpen catcher and high impact on the ECU baseball program, Brandon Manning, and also former Pit Bulldog, former ECU Pirate, former Pirate Radio intern, and now the host of Pirate Radio Live, Clip Brock, to my right side.
Strong side. My apologies for running late, but had to get my buddy.
Yes, sir.
Go.
Nice cold water.
That's awesome. It's fine. I didn't want anything though.
Man, that's great.
Somebody really did go get him a water though.
But this is fresh Aquafina. That's tap water.
Yeah, get that crap out of here.
Can I throw it over my shoulder? Hey, J-Mo, clean it up. Just kidding, bud.
Spill the salt, Harry.
Though.
Enjoy. Tell me how good that is.
Now, you did tell me one time, Bryce.
That's magic water.
Bryce, there was one time you told me that you would take a sip every 5 minutes. Is that still true?
It's from an Eskimo.
It feels like I do, actually, but I take enough frequent sips of water. It's probably close to that 5 minutes, but probably not. Not that bad. I do get.
What's your favorite bottled water?
I don't know. Their sponsors or what?
Yeah, I've already heard a non-sponsor on today's show.
I just asked a question.
As a salesman, do you like take notes on what the places we say and stuff? You should and go over it with us during the breaks.
Well, it's not that serious, but
I think it should be.
Here we are on the.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely should not mention businesses around town that are not advertising on Pirate Radio, and we should promote those that are advertising on Pirate Radio, just like Wings Over that I enjoyed on a Sunday for Super Bowl Sunday. Thank you to Ryan Malley and the crew over at Wings Over. When I went to pick up my Wings Over, they were popping on Sunday.
What flavor?
They have the new Buffalo lineup, so I went with the Afterburner.
Oh,
I like it spicy.
You didn't get the Italian wings? I know at one point you said you were a big fan of
the
those.
Spicy Italian wings. No, I did not get that. But I did get spicy as
spicy. Are you a boneless or a bone-in guy?
Bone-in, dude.
Thank you. Hey,
I was worried when you asked that. I was worried that you would say, "Oh, well, I'm a boneless guy."
No.
There's nothing wrong with boneless. They have great boneless tenders there at Wings Over.
But shout out to whoever created that. What a ruse! Like they're not wings.
They're nuggets.
But for whoever came up with that to sell them and market them as boneless wings, they've got the wool pulled over all our faces, of our sheep.
Speaking of boneless wings, 75 cents at Overtimes on Sunday.
Boy, even before you just said that, Cass said Sean is the ultimate salesman. Well done, Sean.
Thank you, Cass.
Joel says, just catching up. Grayson gave us a new place to watch the Super Bowl for the draft. So last week when we drafted all our foods, locations, the gym is a new one we can use for next year.
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
So did they have the Super Bowl on the TVs at the gym?
Yes, it was everywhere.
Wow. On the treadmill, watching the Super Bowl? Get a good, nice workout?
Rather than stuffing your fat face like we all did, she was getting healthy while watching the game.
There you go.
Or it could be like that one gym, where people can eat pizza and walk on the treadmill at the same time.
That would probably be me. Yeah. Do they have like cup holders or containers where I could put all my dipping sauces?
They actually do. They actually do.
My Polynesians and my ranches. Grayson, I'm not looking at you, but can you hear me?
Yes.
This is very awkward.
Get a mirror.
I'm looking at Brandon talking to Grayson. It's freaking me out.
It's more awkward for me, buddy. I'm not even going to lie right here.
Do you want to switch seats?
No.
Okay.
But I had a question I wanted to ask her. Oh, what do you listen to when you're working out? Is it music, a podcast, your own internal thoughts?
If I'm walking on the treadmill, then I'm listening to a podcast. But if I'm working out, then I'm listening to music.
Which brings up even more questions.
What genre
of music?
Kind of a little bit of everything. I've just been doing I have a fitness playlist that's kind of got everything on it.
Okay.
Is there more rap in there, or is there
country,
pop rock? Is there pop rock?
Classical, you're saying everything.
Light jazz?
I would say rap, pop,
Upbeat.
No sad songs at the gym.
Okay.
What podcast are you listening to?
Danny Beal.
I really.
Danny Beal.
Whole Nailers, Greg Hudson show.
Yep.
Replay of this show.
Yep.
No, what do you listen to?
I like Mel Robbins.
I don't know.
What is that?
That's a famous one.
What is it?
Is he a motivational guy?
It's a girl. Yeah, it's kind of motivational.
Excuse me.
I listen to
get
like
on the right track.
sometimes I listen to like finance stuff, like
Ah.
get smart with some money.
Who's the guy that takes calls about financing? There's a guy that takes calls about.
Oh, Ramsey?
Dave Ramsey.
Yeah,
Yes,
I listen
yes.
to him. Yeah.
That guy. Do you
People
listen to
call
him?
about
I
boats
do.
and stuff.
Dave Ramsey.
No.
So how much are you financing here?
No murder mystery podcast.
So if you put down $80,000, I mean that's him. I've seen him on TikTok.
Dave Ramsey was working great. His back in the day thing was just buy used cars. Don't buy new cars. Buy used cars. He used to make fun of insurance and life insurances and things like that. And him driving around in a big old Hummer, brand new.
Fascinating. Mike P. said, how good of a salesman is Chandler? Mike P. just took the entire dinner his wife made, threw it in the trash, and told the family we're going to Wings Over Greenville.
Hey,
That's how good of a salesman.
that's exactly what you should do, Mike P.
All right, let's do a new segment called Athletes Asking Athletes.
Oh, God.
Bryce Williams, football player, has questions for Brandon Manning, baseball player. Why is your hand up, son?
My hand is up because I have heard since last Tuesday. By the way, welcome back to Pirate Radio on Tuesdays. Baseball season. That means baseball season's back.
Yes, sir.
Last week, I heard from at least 3, maybe 4 people that you and Bryce together on Pirate Radio Live is a hit, and that you guys have a
B&B.
great chemistry.
BBC.
That's great.
That's the
BBC.
And that is true.
Yeah.
People were like, dude, they are like really great.
That's
together.
a drink down in the Caribbean.
Is that right?
It's like a.
And I said, that's funny that you say that. It's funny that you say they're a great chemistry and they go well together because Bryce drank his superstitious beers.
Yeah.
That one time.
We thought that this relationship may never even come to fruition.
Yeah. So,
But ECU did win that game.
They
over
did.
Oklahoma.
They did.
But I did want to point that out that I had heard a lot of great reviews of Bryce Williams and Brandon Manning.
Appreciate it.
Jamie says, let's define the parameters of athlete. Look.
Hey, man, look, he almost made it. He was a
Don't talk about Bryce like that.
Jeez, man.
Not everybody can be Brandon Manning. All right, Bryce, the football player, has baseball questions for B-Man. What are your questions, Bryce?
Well, there's, I don't know much about baseball, but I am curious about it. You don't want to learn. You said 2-seamer, 4-seamer, and then you said Danny Beal, give him the ball every day if you could to produce grounders. How do you manipulate a ground ball, as a pitcher, and the difference between a 4-seam and a 2-seam?
All right, we'll start with a 4-seam and 2-seam. So you got your horseshoe on the baseball. All right, if you grip it across the horseshoe, that's a 4-seam. Most people throw their fastballs, if they want to go straight and harder at the target, they will throw a 4-seamer. All right, just creates less movement, less everything. They could typically throw that a little bit faster. 2-seam ball, because of the way the ball is shaped and, natural wind versus round spherical object with little lines. There we go. That ball will have a little bit more movement. It dives, it runs, it does crazier things, especially for left-handed pitchers. For some reason, God just helps them out just a little bit more. I guess because they're naturally weird.
Maybe God's left-handed.
Maybe. I often thought of that. Hey, there's not enough of you. I will give you more movement.
God is the southpaw.
Hey, good country song.
When it comes to like
God is the southpaw.
Yeah, that's right. We got to start working on that one. But get more ground balls. So like what Danny guys like Danny, like a Greg Maddox, for instance, what they did very, very good jobs was commanding the zone. They were going to a lot of this. They had balls that were going to move down, move away, and keep guys kind of out on their front foot a little bit more.
Derek Lowe pitched a long time in the majors because he was a sinker baller who would get those ground balls.
You would I think he was on the 2004 Red Sox team, if I'm not mistaken. They brought him in that year just to pitch pretty much behind Pedro and Kurt Schilling,
who were power guys.
So if you got a guy like last year we had a top end number one who was throwing gas all the time. Okay,
just savage.
And then you bring in Danny behind him, who could throw it hard. Danny was going to run 91 miles an hour up there, but the ball was going to be doing this, dipping and diving. It's sort of like your power back. Your power back's going to get you those hard-earned yards, and that straightforward tailback guy that's going to run that 4.240, he's going to get you your beautiful yards, but they're all work together pretty good. So Danny would throw a ball, make it work down in the zone, and miss barrels. So if you stay away from the sweet spot of the bat, the ball's not going to be hit as hard. So smart guy named Ted Williams wrote a book. He was a baseball player, if you don't know him.
Last player to hit 400.
Probably in my opinion, he's the best hitter. If you ever watch stuff that he said, they're doing that now, and he was doing it in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. He said there's an 1/8 of an inch difference between a home run and a pop fly. So if you missing just an 1/8 of an inch on a barrel is going to cause you to hit a ground ball or a nice line drive, or hit it hard versus not hit it hard. That's how perfect it's got to be. So if you got guys that are making the ball move and do dips and dives and staying low in the zone, he's going to get ground balls. And ground balls at the D1 college level and most any college level, and nowadays high school level, they're outs. I mean, and especially if you get guys that just pop-ups tend to, nowadays they have the new swings, launch angle and stuff like that. Pop-ups leave the ballpark. They don't care about hitting 400 with, 7 home runs. They rather you hit 250 with 20 home runs nowadays. So that's just how they work out. But ground balls are what a lot of pitchers want to pitch to.
And I guess as a pitcher, an upcoming pitcher, like when do you decide, I guess it just kind of is what it is, like you find your niche as a pitcher. I'm going to be the 4.2 guy or I'm going to be the power back guy. Like when does that start to separate? Is that more of a coach's decision? I mean, and then I guess genetically, it's like, well, this is who I am.
Genetically, genetically, some guys are offensive linemen and some guys are wide receivers.
Right.
I mean, that sucks, but it takes the world to make it all. But so you get your guys, your juniors and seniors in high school, and they're throwing. He's 6'7", 180 pounds, and he throws it 90 miles an hour. Man, they're going to look at him and say, we can pack on a few miles an hour. That's going to be our power guy. But then if you look at, the guy that's 5'10", 185, and he's just built like a freight train, and he throws 90, you're not going to probably get much more out of that frame. That's going to be your guy that you teach other pitches to, and you teach, location and stuff to.
This has been Athletes Asking Athletes.
All right.
That's definitely, I got
good. Hey, salesman.
I was about to say,
go sell that.
You know what? It just popped in my mind. I'm going to go and sell this segment.
Sell it. Go sell it on the mountain. We'll take a break. Come back when we return. Fleet Feet Rundown, Pirate Radio Outdoors Part 2, and more for you. And we got a replenished Bryce Williams. So we're feeling good. Looking good, smelling good, sounding good. Back with you after this.
Thanks to J-Bone and Cliff.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and and Marine. Choose your adventure.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Spring is almost here, and now's the time to spring into a new car at Doug Henry of Greenville. Spring is the best time to revamp your drive. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's President's Day sale, an event not to be missed with historic deals and monumental savings on hundreds of items in stock, plus 6 months special financing. Plus, get a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax or 60 months special financing. Raise your sleep comfort and save up to $600 on select Beauty Rest mattresses. Plus, get 60 months special financing. Save big, save now during the President's Day sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at KyrosFloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Pirate Radio.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you desire. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage. Pirates supporting pirates. Now back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Packed house today. Chonsky, Bryce, B-Man. During the break, a little behind-the-scenes Asking Athletes edition. Soon to be sponsored when Chandler makes that sale.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce said he was going through the different types of pitches. Fastball, curveball, changeup, slider, split finger.
The old
screwball,
the knuckleball.
So I was curious, Brandon, like what pitcher throws the most pitches, the most different types of pitches? And I'm reading an article from MLB.com. Yu Darvish throws 10 different pitches.
Yeah.
Jeez. That is
from different
crazy.
arm angles and everything.
And it's kind of, the arm angles is what does it too. But cut fastball, four-seamer, slider, two-seamer, curveball, slow curve, knuckle curve.
Jesus.
Throwing all these in the arsenal. But I found this interesting as well. The average, how many pitch types does an average pitcher throw?
I'll say 4.
Since 2008. 5 is 801. 4 is 729.
Can I try to name them?
Yeah.
Name what?
The pitches. The average, different pitches. Do they have that up there?
No, but I mean, we just said them all. But if you want to name them, you can.
Oh, no,
Go ahead.
sure. Fastball.
Yeah.
Curveball.
All right.
Changeup.
You're doing good, dude.
Oh, God. Where do I go now?
He's pitching just like Ted Allen.
He's got them all.
Unbelievable, John. You did it.
I had 4. I need one more.
You named all of them. That was the average.
Knuckleball.
All right. But Brandon, 8 pitchers, 10 pitchers, 10
pitchers.
10 pitchers through 8, 88 through 7. But yeah, the most number is 5 different pitches, 4 coming in a close second.
I think you got hurt. I don't know, 5-6 years ago, and then he had to develop some more stuff because he lost some juice. And I think that was just something he did and came up with some stuff.
Thought we were about to do a who's on first there. He said you got hurt. I'm like, no, I didn't. Yeah, you did. No, I didn't. Anybody?
Who's on first?
A lot of just silent looks at me.
You're on
I don't
first.
like that.
You all got these 37 guys must be really
They
dang
throw
good.
it one pitch. Who is that, Brandon? Who throws one pitch? Oh, a knuckleballer. R.A. Dickey.
Tim Wakefield.
Well, that's not true because he threw some fastballs.
There was they did, and they had curves. If you ever played like MLB The Show way back in the day, I mean, there was always that crappy curveball that Tim Wakefield threw. But
Does somebody just throw a fastball and that's it?
I mean, I guess they could. I mean,
Now I need to Google that.
No, like big old Mo Rivera, he would throw mainly
What
cutter,
about
cutter,
mainly cutter, and then throw a fastball in there too. But Kenley Jansen, he throws a fastball that just moves in weird directions.
Chapman?
This says Mariano Rivera used one pitch throughout his career.
Cutter.
Jeez.
I don't know if that's...
What's a cutter?
Matt Whistler only throws one pitch. So interesting.
A cutter's a cut fastball to just when you're throwing your fingers, you sort of just cut right there with that last finger, and it dives in and moves in different directions. And everybody knew it was coming. They couldn't hit it.
Matt Whistler throws all sliders. Chin Min Wong threw hard sinkers, and that's it. Interesting. Boy, I'm learning a lot.
Baseball.
Baseball's cool. Hey, Will,
golly.
can you hit Alex Harper telling us about Fleet Feet?
I can.
All right, do that.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you.
I'm ready for him to be back on the show so he can give an update on his debut as the voice of Pitt Community Baseball.
I want to go over there. I would love to do like his color, like the color analyst side of that, and be on the radio show.
Well, he does PA.
I get it, but I would love to do that. They used to have
How do you do color on PA?
No, they used to. I didn't know if he did.
To the batter's box
they used to have a live stream too. I don't know if they still do.
So do
now batting for the Bulldogs.
I'm not talking
Number 7,
PCTV,
John Smith. Yep, that's him. Yep,
no,
that is
they
him.
used to have a live stream, and then way back when they had actually a live video called PCTV.
Speaking of live streams, if you need to go to the bathroom because of that water, you can get up.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, all right. Pirate Radio Outdoors, brought to you by Stroud's Marine.
Shout out Caleb.
I just saw him today.
Y'all done?
Did you really?
I stopped by and said, hey.
How's he doing?
He's wonderful. He's a new dad, so he's doing good.
Guys, if you still got some of those two strokes, man, the guy's got all the parts you need.
So
all of them. He was breaking down 350s while I was there.
What?
Yep.
I know you boys are loving every day, but have you done any hunting or fishing this week?
I did some fishing the other day. I did finally get to take the boat out on Sunday. I have not ran that thing, I'm pretty sure, since like November, maybe even into October, just because it's caught up hunting, duck hunting, all that stuff, deer hunting. But it was a beautiful day for a boat run. Beautiful day to fish, but it was not very productive. I guess the old trout kill has slowed some things down. I had some bites, and it amazes me every time how they can bite 2 treble hooks and not get hooked. But was able to go out on the boat, and it was very nice. It felt good to be out there again.
Bryce, this is a new segment called Landman Asks an Angler. Do you think the other fish get sad when they swim by and see all those dead fish?
You know, I'd like to think there's some empathy up in the fish world, but unfortunately, I think they just look at it as either an easy meal or more for me now that you're dead, kind of thing. And daggum, y'all are stinking up the water. So
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
I wish we could get into the minds of some of these animals, you know?
Yeah, some I'd want to be in the minds of, some I would not, because some are normally probably scared crapless every day, and then others are just ruling it.
They're probably like, hey, we're going to go out swimming this afternoon. They're like, watch out for Bryce Williams. His hook's in the water.
Speaking of, I haven't asked you about this lately. How are the dogs handling your new roommate at the house?
You know, they don't really care for them. Not hardly.
Give me them toes.
But they are paying them more attention now that we're starting to feed them solids. And Grady just knows when we bring out the high chair, he just sits there and stares at the ground. And David just goes. I think Grady had a whole chicken tender the other day.
So I've got a couple of buddies of mine that have newborns, and the dogs are very protective with the babies. Like they'll sit there with them and like not let you get near them
Mine
at all.
could care less. Mine are, I guess, brats. It must be the
and jealous probably.
Back to
they're not getting as much
back to
attention.
the outdoors. The shad run. Shad run. I mean, hey, I'm fine with it. Shad run.
Shad run? Is he related to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego?
Impressed.
Abednego.
Impressed.
Bible boys over here.
I'm impressed. Shad run down there on the Contentnia, Neuse River side of the world.
Contentnia? I thought it was the Contentny. Contentny Creek?
No.
I say the Contentny.
I've always heard continue.
Man,
what? I don't know why I say. I feel like
why do you make it so hard? Why?
Contentnia.
Why?
Contentnia.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh!
Contentnia.
Shirley from the top rope.
Farmville, she knows.
Brandon.
I'm from Aden. I'm closer.
I think Winterville. I think us boys say it different and the right way.
Contentnia Creek, Little Contentnia, Big Contentnia, Contentnia.
That's how I say it. But now that we say it, it don't sound right.
I thought you were saying Contentnia. Continue.
We're going to put a poll out there is what we're going to do.
Yeah, and see if we catch anything.
Yeah.
Like
oh, he caught me.
No.
He caught me.
He is on it.
He caught me. But no, do you do the shad fishing?
I will if it's free time. There's
Hey,
something going on.
they're there.
Really?
They're
you eat the shad, bro?
I do. Yeah.
I got him too.
That's one of those
I don't
things.
know if I need a shad roe.
Well, you got to do it with eggs. I cannot do it where I'm not eating it without eggs. So,
Yeah.
but it's not one of those things. I will save some shad for rock fishing.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
y'all enjoying the outdoors like us? Or?
Yes. No,
What
absolutely.
y'all, you know what
I'm an
y'all
indoors
done?
And you?
An endorsement.
Y'all done
Have you even walked down the Greenway?
No.
I did in college.
So did I, bud.
I enjoyed it, bro.
I was so stoned.
I was too.
All right, winter is here.
Don't wait.
Stroud's Marine in Greenville, your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Bryce saw Caleb Stroud this week.
And he has got a pile of them.
StroudsMarine.com, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Do not wait, folks.
Yeah.
Don't wait till the last minute.
Gotta
Go
prep.
ahead. See Caleb Stroud today. Great guy, and he can get you fixed, ready for the warmer weather, which is hopefully coming soon. We saw it on Sunday.
Yep.
And now it's back to the cold. But get your boat ready to go. For
And go down to the Contentnia Creek in Grifton and catch some shad.
Contentnia.
Stank on ya. We'll take a break and wrap it up when we return after these words.
Contentnia. I think it's
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Pirate fans, 2025 East Carolina football season tickets are on sale now and can be purchased for as little as $115. Head coach Blake Harrell wants you to be a part of his first full season as the Pirate coach as he builds momentum off of the 8-win season and the Military Bowl win over North Carolina State. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com today to get your 2025 season tickets.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Pirate Radio, no one can outwork us. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Dow was up 123 points today and closed at 44,593. The NASDAQ was down 70 at 19,643. The S&P S&P rose only 2 points and closed at 6,068. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Oh, me? Welcome back.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Into the show. Fun show today. Thank you, Will the Thrill. More like Will the Chill. He's a chill guy. Grayson, thank you for your work today. J-Bone. Sorry. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Hey, let's tighten up over here.
Can we clean it up? Can we be adults?
Please.
It wasn't even me, man.
Jarrett. Terrible. I'm sorry that you got to see how upper management works around here. You're here for 2 strong hours, and then you just get booted by Chan Man.
Yeah.
Chandler, thank you for being here.
Good power move, Chan.
Power move.
Well, J-Bone did ask me if I wanted to be on the show, and I said, yeah, sure. And I went to the bathroom. I came back, and he was sitting.
And, like, your face said it all, man. It was like...
Snooze, you lose. B-Man, thank you for joining us. You can call 252-531-1812. Get a review of your home, auto, and life insurance with a trusted and experienced agent, Brandon Manning with Farm Bureau Insurance. Give him a call today.
His phone is always on him, and I know that because I've had lunch with him, and he answers it like 6 times at lunch.
You go see him at Clark LeClaire this weekend.
Yes.
What's on the menu?
Ooh, watching weather. Just watching weather.
All right. Bryce, enjoyed it, man.
I did as well.
And glad we can get some water in you. We'll have a fully stocked fridge next week.
God, that'd be great.
It'll be like the gin and juice video.
Oh, wait a minute. We're not talking about the weather.
Yeah, can't control the weather. Not talking about the weather. All right, for the crew, I am Clip Brock. We'll see you Wednesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern.